Brina Koso. Baba said the Koso was Senegal.
Senegal boss issues as see was Senegal camp.
Okay.
Now dear boss
say internal crisis.
Yes, internal.
Are the players neko?
Yes, the players in happy. Sikabi o wa was say players in Sakano.
Kobo afkono.
Yes. Omon senya nkan say sikano. Coach kure ntua na kabesa bo so.
And them money France on board chances ni gu ya na.
Yes, sir, but enye untimi nkasa entirely so. Ismail Asana yes, hotel now I'm the my boys no. But someone happy with the hotel now. I'm the my boys no. After I'm complaining about Diania, I'm the mom our camp.
Okay. Yango fa Senegal for money bi mra omo. Enu no mpe. What is Senegal for money bi da?
Debbie.
I try.
Yes.
Me bag me Ghana hana me hu obi a oye bi. Ba na nsem ho me nenam isle gon hwa me nenam ho. Me hu say place kitwa bi baba. I'm trust Senegal rice. Na me boru aho. Yes, Senegal rice. Me boru aho. Na se udi Senegal for mo a baba onni mu bi abiem. Okay. Wiase nyina mo e dey Senegal for mo. Sa Ghana and Nigeria and talk Ghana jollof no adabi. Omo nyina mo no Senegal mo. Sa. Ai. Yes,
chef no no aduane no. Ofi USA.
Ebia onya nwoma na dey Senegal mo ni bi.
Enye happy. And yes boss, Papi Tia we say or you without contract in several months.
Sir, no betin
the Papi Tia still without a contract.
Okay.
And salary for several months.
Patrick Vieira, a World Cup winner. 1998, no a member at the friend team. Share Brazil 3-0 final game J France 98 or say England method no say would England method jinaha now the France method jinaha England method near more complete a chain France method no wabo Elliot Anderson wabo na baso ni nyina no sports layer the ho ensensem ba Hurricane so hunu nipa hey Hurricane ebnada Ghana ni England edi AC ni Hurricane akasa edi afane bobo ni gosa ono Hurricane ohye ni nyina ne ho ensem wa ha ayede ebetu edwa Zlatan Ibrahimovic oye director ewo AC Milan na ode atudwa ne se oye Americani na o support US national team na enei eso start nya gidie ewo US national team ni mu eno so ehun nsem wa ha ayebedi ho enkomo Carlo Ancelotti o se player ni din Eddie Vini Junior de mo hu ne kura yenketwa mu afei ena obi ebe hu Vini Junior e World Cup no eno so nsem sports player Eddie ba Luis de la Fuente coach Eddie ma the Spanish national team ojani team no ho akobo Julian Alvarez abaso eno so hu nsem wa ha aide ebetuja clubs ni guso World Cup koso no omuguso omo AP players ntini nyina no transfer window no emuda ho a clubs AP players we ni nsem bebre and the sports layer baba isa aboabo no na no pay de ebre ewudwumadi nso ensem ya yebedi hu nkomo yi anase baba isa ede betudwa no wo adwenkyere bi wo bibia peso de ka ho a obetimi dia fa 0241915555 0241915555 ubetimi edo messages afa ene yebenya bre ene adaje ene akenkan mu ede ama yebafia enkomo bebre ene wo fie kai se Black Stars of Ghana ebrada se de midi kan ede 2 edwa no 8 pm pepepepepe enwume no ngotwe na Ghana ene England ede ehye so wo Boston eho ena sa game no ebekoso ehun sem bebre na ewa ha ayebedi hu enkomo enra on Highway Sports Meeting say Emmanuel Ajimabedu kasa bebre edefa Black Stars team no yatena se no pay nsem no yebebo modern na yetimi awuramu yebekwa ahoma no so akodidi nkomo baba beka na wotwetwa mu ne nyamo ye first game yes. And then na wotwe pepe lawyer Moses for money ebeka nsem bebre fa Black Stars team no and yesa won sem a ye ne lawyer ebebusa na afa Black Stars game no yebebo modern say yebetimi mpo ade ani akire US ne akohwede yekoso Black Stars camp na say de bibia akire say Thomas Partey nyame adom brother Ghana yin game any England ebo no Partey ebehye game na say ede ama Ghana afiwura asante kotokoso aso yenyoma ekoso ene na stakeholders meeting no eno so ebekoso ewo SG Mo nyina no ehun sem ewo ha aide ebetu edwa yekọ Black Stars wo biema the GFA president baba minister wo hu ni video bi a owura ketokre kwotike ma Diana Hamilton nyom na ohu ewo kanim na me wasem bi ka fa ho baba ana minyai
ase no emotional
ase we no ase o mafa se blasters ko bobo a na national team ko bobo a ase do mo fu se Ghana fo nta o machibi nto mo wini a eyo mo against Ghana fo ohun za de no
enye Ghana nyina they think that omo nipa bi mo hodoma they want them to feel
na nipa de baba woti he ya wo ye adwuma yi obinya wakonya no mo betena ho so tire me kina se obinya kura nka no pe wo start ya wo ka for story abohu ana wo ne asi ye obi so obon paye ma din opese obi bia wo ye bia akoso nti asase ya ti so yi yankopon ne doba Yesu Kristo kro ne ba asase so no ye nipa nyina ene tie na sempa
of course you know
so tire me kina se but the best thing is say baba in life there be ameka say beye so obenya obi a won pe wasem no hu se de obusie tutu anamon
dan the obey no so pe wasem
yes ba no okun obana wo show nanim se me de
me ya down
me mfiliwa no hu se so masi de wa kire obu wo ho a on de ono besere ono be bibia ba no okun wo sunsumu so tere me kina se nti eno so ho nsem wo ha ni nyina no ye de ebetudua ne nsem ahodo aka ni nyina ewa ha no pe ya ye de eba bedi ho enkomo nti wososo ewo bibia baba betimi de aba anopa ebenya bre na ye di ho nkomo ede ama ebia sembisa bi na wa o de ba anopa ya ni nyina no ye bedi ho nkomo ede ama se de mekan no fafa 0241915555 0241915555 Portugal national team so no eho gusu a ehuru baba Cristiano Ronaldo nsem no mse kata World Cup ne kora so
no dey on can you Ronaldo after the first game on can be I think that a plus in the team no more and opena making kind Bruno story be o say Ronaldo 41 years you don't expect him say obebot say Ukraina almost striking so
Bruno le cancer
oh yes so say
Bruno Fernandes
questions reporter Bruno, some people have criticized both your performance and Ronaldo's against DR Congo. Bruno, people can say what they want about me. But as for Ronaldo, as 41, he criticized for nothing. He can't do what the modern strikers do at their prime.
Was it Bruno Fernandes and guys me? Oh yeah, sure.
Oh boss.
Baba, oh yeah, sure. Say Bruno Fernandes and
yes. As for Ronaldo, at 41, he's criticized for not doing what strikers in prime do. Every week sounds less like criticism.
I mean,
reporter Bruno, some people have criticized both your performance and Ronaldo's against DR Congo. Bruno, people can say what they want about me. As for Ronaldo, at 41, he's criticized for not doing what strikers in their prime do every week. That sounds less like criticism and more like a compliment.
And okay. Who say?
Maybe who say Ronaldo who say yeah or number 9 or back what drop it probably jumbo.
Asemna Bruno kan what say?
But I say Ronaldo anyini on TV monitor said ye e bia Julian Alvarez jama.
Di no kra na say no kra.
O age they say you can't
cheat. Asemna Bruno kan no ene wo di ade ma yesisi no kra na say no kra.
You can't cheat nature.
So Bruno Trato waka no kra. Nto so kire say wo baba isa me de wasem na waka na me be kan me hu Bruno asem but me judi. O say said the amanfo esi expect enoma bebrede afiri Ronaldo ho no. Mo fa hye mutim say Ronaldo no onte say kan Ronaldo anase Neymar players no or 41 years.
41 years.
No kweso wo mu say 41 years footballer. Enye Ronaldo kura na kasa meze nkwa retire. A wo gina home.
Yeah.
Hardly and now top players. Elbow ball at the highest level at the age of 41. Sunzumpe edum be na hona ma emre. Na me Ronaldo asemi because can be pair.
Na Ronaldo de onya hwe.
Na Ronaldo fancy no master.
No
kure wo nya Vitinha. Baba enya Vitinha obe pia bo amana ne wanwan. nye Vitinha nya ho anwa Vitinha fo na se no bebo Portugal national team nye Vitinha asem ade ba ko mu ne say Ronaldo players ya mo kan ho asem yo man na pass ball man na shegu Portugal
of course
meboa aha na no mo ya mo je European Nations League enye players ya nyoma okay kakra me kan say Ronaldo ye 1 and the team no ye 2 untimi fa Ronaldo nyina baabi na won criticize the team no to me chana say omumienu nyina no mbehia omo ansa na don peso mo achieve no mo achieve okay yonko ye ni mai kakra me hu ne say baba Cristiano Ronaldo susu wa adwuma ye so ye adwuma sometimes we panyini na ye do wudi bibia anima so te me chana say ansana obey successful no uhia omomo wase no so mbe pushim so mu gina ha na wosu gina ha ebe ye den nti ade bia baba enye nipa ba ko pe ena eye no eye nipa mienu miensa enan enum se mu nyina mo kabom se mbo adwuma ne mpo ye obi da mano a efre bibi unity yes okay edu time bia uye leader ese wo ye servant osom edu time bia uye leader ese wo ye servant ese wo som me hu nyoma kakra bi ewo Portugal team ne Cristiano Ronaldo na de me hu ne se Cristiano Ronaldo edu time ya onye servant kakra
bosa for Ronaldo
mamema examples men kasesa na cheba mamema examples a ema me gina so amede ka sa asem we waka bena Portugal ko boy ya o kai se em say 2022 ena ne no mo group no Ghana, Portugal, Uruguay, South Korea meboa Qatar no okay o kai se o mo ne Uruguay me twon adwuna besi asem so Bruno Fernandes cross obobi na Ronaldo huri ko wiem ye nyina ne anim se Ronaldo kura no ni tia bobonim nti time Bruno share goal no ya wodu goal no to Bruno Fernandes ene se achinwahye oba ho kaka ema even the Portuguese FA because Cristiano Ronaldo was claiming say goal no na hye no wo claim ba goal no so Portugal na hye yes Portugal na hye so tem just but Ronaldo was claiming say you no na hye goal no e push the Portuguese FA e mo tworo de ma FIFA nti Adidas for say ball na chip room na say FIFA tena say na Adidas for mo hwehwe ma to mo hwehwe no mse da bi ball na nka Cristiano Ronaldo ti na ye Bruno Fernandes o ball no ba wo hwe ball no so na Bruno ball no the target was Cristiano Ronaldo so tell me china say yes it's the way na OCD achini no I was asking myself question say na say go yi e Portugal na hye say nya wo mpokura na yaje amawa Portugal hye go we are part of the Portuguese team cut to the extent say the Portuguese FA entry to FIFA because na Portugal ba World Cup no say Portugal mo highest scorer at the World Cup CBO 9 goals so Cristiano Ronaldo share sa goal na next we equal on the record no oba besana it is sometimes baba ya na me feel say Ronaldo so onye team player kakra hwe video bi aya na o de yemfa me support Ronaldo support Messi ntonchen ye wonyoma kitinkiti bi wo ho a ebia o tinchen a you might think say in play role BBM say visa na say born again wo ho no mbebo a Argentina national team if dressing room ba I am for so Argentina players ne boma Messi edo fit say players no so ya no so mbebo ama Messi
oh no sir we are say definitely benya ba ko bi so team no mu a
yes
he may not like
mama examples
Messi
recently Zambia and Argentina ball friendly game so beka before World Cup.
Yes, friendly game.
That's what Tamendi no she go national team match pa. Eno munya penalty. Ho na Messi through Tamendi. Se brana bebo penalty ni she. Se Messi ko boss penalty no sha. Se be increase in Italy.
Friendly game there.
There be na say friendly games in account over wa won. So tell them say e ka friendly games wa she won.
E ka ba boss me nyin ni say. Argentina ball semi-final of the World Cup. Na penalty aba. Na Messi wa kwaje fa penalty ndemo Otamendi. O ka
me catch you say asem na me ka team ya. On fa ma Otamendi. But a drew moment I saw encourage Otamendi so ye bibi she na ni monyama. Oye.
Boss.
Ye ni film na sen ya sa video no na asakofa problem aba no. Me ma reason why the Argentine players are ready to fight for Lionel Messi. Obanche no na Thiago Amada yes you know me atoso no. Se Messi Maya omumpie free tunnel ni mu. Messi Maya omumpie free tunnel ni. Ye ni film no na Thiago Amada sore ya ma Messi abetena se. Go na captain e ba no. Messi se trase. No Messi ne trafom. Te form what the grass so. And utie Argentina players now when they speak what they fan say nervous there no na mo kan ho asemi. Should be say Rodrigo de Paul, tie Julian Alvarez, tie Otamendi, tie Martinez. When they speak about Lionel Messi, na tie Portugal players when they speak about Cristiano Ronaldo, na combine ni mi no.
You do bia dwe na yebi.
Na say na me hwe enye dwe.
Asem na João Neves kind. I'm watching na making kind of see your legends bi ake come adwen achele pa.
How be kan wadwene?
You can't say only Ronaldo gina. I was listening to you Ferdinand on the podcast and I say onim de oka on Ben okra because this is a player warene ewo Serie A warene with the Premier League warene wo De La Liga waje Ballon d'Or and to João Neves no we say will you one day win the Ballon d'Or? So
enye matter of
asem na okan
enye matter of asem no
do bia na adwen na ye ni pa
no o far from different angle but me menti ase ne say me menti ase o baby pa ne say he was trying to take the it will fancy wa asem na what the fancy wa asem a wo kan ye no kre agye to adena e dey na be ma João Neves akwa abontina player kakra kate se Cristiano Ronaldo what the wa asem na wo kan no me ba say wo nti ase no e wona mpese me de kan asem e dey na be ma João Neves player kese te se Cristiano Ronaldo the greatest player in the history of Portuguese football betimi asore anya akokoduro akoka sa asem
boss you nipa bi mo wi ase adwe wo mafa
e bi nam say
very soon nano ya waje
sa players ya wo masem ye
you know
sa players aso mo ye dwe omuko PSG pass ball kura ma Dembele a wonu Ronaldo e ma ne shego Neves mo na so mo ye dwe no omuko PSG Dembele
boss yemfa
na so mo pass ball ma Dembele
fa no kren kansem
better
na João Neves
me sitie
wa compare no with Ronaldo
ntina me ka che say baba who ye leader na do time bia me metieti teammates of Cristiano Ronaldo recently na me share Rafael Leao interview me also mo bobo na Ronaldo and she go dressing go nkaso bia ho
yo boss nipa ye nyina ntimi
Gary Bale also mo bo match na se chance bi e bia Ronaldo gina ho na bi obobo ne de toneta it be do time na ne bof se uma my last year America say team success eba ahead of your personal success team success no ebi na be page your personal success
I know there no crack but boss Portugal national team down me dem feel say enye Ronaldo nkoa ne bitima
ene ba bia wadu no at the age of 41 o hia ne teammates ni chen bibia eyo man bi kura Ronaldo man kese bebrem ko mfa ne ko World Cup
boss
I'm telling you. And Mike is here with the current performance. No.
Current performance, you say he's doing well.
Away.
He's doing well, Saudi
Arabia. Why when the recently Portugal national team?
Boss, we say.
I said no more can say no.
Doing well. I was Saudi
Arabia. Any team Nigeria, but who already team and NASA team the pa baba isa.
He was their top scorer.
And what they are now more born. Sentina say now
he was their top scorer.
On say mama born na quiet say obi obehye go nkwa na baba no bobo.
Say uja for MLS no bo.
Enye MLS obo baba.
But basketball prepare.
Say ofa mu mienu a ma men kasa semicho. Ronaldo ahoden Ronaldo de bobo no. At the age onya sa ahoden ni biem emfa mobo to say Ronaldo no 20s in the early 30s.
Sanity.
So to them chana say
as Messi.
Ronaldo used a lot of strength. And the bobo. Messi the entesa. Two different players. Ronaldo be fruku king. Fano dibrika. So to them chana say Messi already moments. Ese me accelerate no accelerate. Ese me gina no gina. Nto no game no oba otusu moments o game nim.
About Messi is not Sam Messi now. Ni no with Barcelona. This with Jose Mourinho time now. In Clasico no she hat check ni do stuff. Okay. Onye Sam Messi ni hu ni.
Nti asema yes.
Is it Messi obo?
Yes, but they no nante because onye Messi of 20s in the early 30s. Yeah. But the issue here is say maybe na twa mu na bi oye mistake with certain players within that on the Messi so no was issue no with Gonzalo Higuain say boy na say anyoma no but oduru point we no realize say for him to achieve as several players no so tell me chance for him to achieve and then ye kan baba or yes I did onye World Cup winner World Cup na man for the bomb Messi trizo no nya no waje bi ananya no waje no
waje World Cup
nya World Cup na Messi aji aha ti dem se me kire nyina ne say Cristiano Ronaldo so onye servant kaka sometimes was a Portugal player be crash go the way obesi aye no ba go na Portugal na she
but he celebrate o share highlights na dia be kwa ko celebrate
aba o de ye kan
boss nipa nyina anya pe
ye kan me yanka
nipa nyina ntimi
aha o de ye kan me yanka o de tena ho na jeje so sa but there so bia ti ase ne say o de Ronaldo won the 20 the 30 and na judge ni ya o be mistake so tell me chana say nipa de edum pempen so bia e wo abrabo ma wa hoden kura ba fom yes and they say na baba say wo gina won na so 20s mu no wo say oba wo 30s mu no as they say haji abeka ho ne akura beka ho wo say wa adwene kura no edu time bia pressure kura no anya asem ketwa so tell me chana say nti omuso aya no mo ye yi no ya no mo hu say ebre no etesasa na ahoden so ye dai e ba fom ti say dem kan no
ya adwo
dem kan no
say ka say Ronaldo ahoden so ati no as well as Messi so ahoden so
obi na Messi no ogina hwe baba isa Argentina mo film World Cup ni na obi antimi ka say Messi anya de o ko World Cup no wajibi and obetimi the World Cup obo Messi trizo and they do time bia aya celebrate at the success
at Ronaldo on celebrate
baba with the nanum we interview okoye ne nsem okekan yi nanum we interview
interview on this why
interview okokekan and MLS and World Cup kura na ebo 8 matches and oji World Cup Argentina wonye hwe ye
so we said you know
there
edu baby a na adwen na oche you know say obi bet make imagine World Cup
you know there
Messi so sometimes or no so bet make imagine World Cup my say
what I'm saying say what they tea and obeg my marks can be a comparison but when omumi you know kasa about omo achievement in football what if they also support on it to change na ti omu mienu Messi onhu ne ho so the greatest player in the game no at no point and I met you Messi interviewer Messi say oh the greatest footballer in the game mame baako
onka say where the goat song
so no Messi say oh the greatest player in the game o de man baako hwe baako mame
hey
o de me say mame baako sisi e metiu so wa fa phone o de metiu man baako
hey azemo
da bu de mame baako
aze anopay dia episode Ronaldo
da me fa bibia nya Ronaldo me asem na me kan yes minim say nipa bi tie ya omne ye be ya adwene bu so omne ye nya adwene ene ma agro ne ye de so timi chance ba wo de tie asem na me kan ye pa baba wa wo tuo wo de chede tie ne de me kese me boa and you even the teammates our maba out to say Ebia Ronaldo nye the greatest player na ne bu ofuo mu the teammates na beka me boa
Messi you want coach bia
ne coach be
o ka say or a player always on person obedi anim ntina ombusa no about the greatest player of all time or say Diego Maradona
ntina me ka just
always you want to follow and there's also no philosophy no
anya ne philosophy
or say ono opese ujai football
se obi
amount for remember no forever
enti ene yete hey ai baba ye ken enu bi enu nyina nim de Ronaldo aye enu bi enu nyina nim de Messi aye yes enchene enkamfo ne ho yes no ko sa nkwan na baba se enchene nim a hu se enchene nim ba enchene mebo wa mane so nim kwan nim enchene so wo mu a se enchene mebo wa mane se me won kwan nim
about obi anso gine hodi
da bi obi ogine hodi enti sometimes baba ese wo celebrate others so success so tell me jina say oh oje world cup kra nya hwe na MLS aye say na yemfa 8 matches but e bia mre bi atwam na wo so dream to win the world cup and no kra wo mu ne say player kase bia wa ba asase so e wo die so ne say obeje world cup football mu e the biggest trophy you place bebre wo club side o anya hwe but world cup nti and then you can the story of Luis Nazario de Lima you can say about club football but you can say about world cup meboa Miroslav Klose ya no lead the goal kin Messi equal the goal kin baba goals in World Cup no share you yamana yet say they close them so should be 50 million goals as we 16 pe Maradona yes oyade wa Napoli but the greatness of their Mando Maradona 86 and 1990 World Cup in 20 me say 8 matches pe Emma wonye derby World Cup ni started from 8 matches it is sometimes so no baba they want to say Portugal players na ho no untimi na go untimi mo 2 untimi mo 3 untimi mo 4 mo 5 mo 6 mo 7 mo 8 mo 9 mo 10 and mo 11 so what design game no around goal scoring na wo hia we mu nyina input ansa na ball na tonet okay so what dem jina say but so one yes ade na ebeye den
boss me feel say yen cannot credential Portugal national team players the first game on boy no not Ronaldo kwa Vitinha you shall never see o she go here ne o say only Ronaldo ye pay Bruno Fernandes Rafael Leao mo ba mu coach no kra sawa o start game no changes amwa ni nyina amwa Vitinha na ehunu wo PSG no
so we nyina ma analyze you na mo say yes and we nyina mo analyze you and mo say players ne Mama Ronaldo yes na mekan
omo performance na form
omo nyina na say players ne Mama Ronaldo
the whole team ni nyina
performance be se me bisa question abotre players ne Mama Ronaldo and I say players nyina no more than ball form
players nyina no more than ball form to me because say
it yes omo Mama Ronaldo
me nyesho say Vitinha on person beje World Cup
Okay.
Minya sure say Joao never see what say on person beji World Cup.
Okay.
Same as Bruno Fernandes or person beji World Cup.
Anɔpɛ yɛdi nkɔmmɔ bebree yɛkɔ ama no ne nti wodeɛ menim sɛ ayi
ɔmo yɛ dwɛ
yate yɛnkɔ ama no ne na afei yɛmfa ama no ne nsɛm ɛmfa ɛngu hɔ ɛma mo visa wei bɛyi Kofi Kinata nwom ne ma me na afei yɛmfa nya baba yɛmfa ni baba yi sɛ anim na ɔmfa yɛnkɔ
World Cup song
o sɛ
amanfoɔ sɛ Kofi Kinata nwom na ɛyɛ kra kyɛn World Cup na nkasa nwom na
yate
ɔmo yɛ bae no
yate nti visa twatum na yɛmfa ni baba yi sɛ anim na yɛmfa nkɔ ama no ne ɛnɛ baba
boss
yɛnkyɛ bebree wɔ hɔ mahu sɛ berɛ wom wayɛ ade ahomakye na metie wo na Clementino ɛne ne team no na ɔmoba ɔmo wɔ questions kakra ayɛ sɛ ɔmbɛyi ano baabi anom de ɔmo commentary no na ɔmo atra line ne kakra shika no so mehia no ɔmmra no so memebisabisa ne nsɛm so ne mekyerɛ no wode ɔmo ba mebisabisa nsɛm nti yɛmfa wei ni w'anim na yɛnkɔtie nkɔɔfo nkuro so nsɛm
.7 FM. Yeah, live. Ewo Oyerepa TV no sumra sanso anopay ye konko funko so nsemwa edi adencheche nsemwa anopay e bum fumpa onko funko so no ya de ho nsem no nyina ato anim ewo dwumade no so na ya no akai ahye no so se show no ye live ewo socials no so Oyerepa radio Oyerepa TV Ghana Oyerepa radio Oyerepa TV Ghana. We are good to go. Yes, CM at the 2026 FIFA World Cup Group C. Onim se Enra Scotland at the film Emma Morocco Eko Shoma Ekabakwa Wamantimi Ante na Ismail Saibari and a share goni share game na say on the 2nd minute na and a Otibonum etimi etwatnam na Brazil for by Ombesha Miensam Haiti and Timi Ante Academy Matthias Cunha and your 2 goals on himself 23rd minute 36 minutes and a Vinicius Junior 45th plus 3 and a 3rd goal Atuasom Emma Brazil national team nom our group C Brazil and early team 1 hour 4 points plus of 3 goals Morocco Atosum Yenum 2 matches and a mabom 1 hour 4 points plus of 1 Scotland Atosum Yensam 1 more 3 points Amuni Gobia and after Haiti and Sudan Womu Chatuom or Omi eliminated it says 2 matches Nina Amaluso 0 points minus of 4 our group D United States Eshom Australia and team anti academy Borges and Freeman and about 2 goals Emma United States Turkey forum at the hole Emma Paraguay woman 10 against 11 Eshom Ekabakwa woman so anti anti Matias Galaza and the only goal Emma Paraguay Turkey are eliminated from the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Aman se go bia ewo World Cup num onim se ombo total 62 shots bakumpo antimi antwatnam omo consider inside 64 seconds against Paraguay. Omo failure se ombe break it down 10 men Paraguay 3 goals conceded 0 scored Etianwa Kai Ashe Nonsom United States sa group nom omo neliti ama qualified that with 6 points Australia atosum 3 points Turkey and some etimi efimam ya yɛte wo nsɛm no nyinaa ɛto anim ɛnɛ anɔpɛ na ɛnɛ Netherlands ɛne Sweden ɛbɛbɔ ɛno ɛyɛ 5 p.m. Germany ɛne Cote d'Ivoire 8 p.m. na afei yɛnya Ecuador a ɔmo ne Curacao ɛbɔ 12 a.m. na Group F no Tunisia ɛne Japan ɛbɔ 4 a.m. na afei Belgium ɛne Iran abɔ 7 a.m. Group H Spain ɛne Saudi Arabia bɛbɔ ɛno nso ɛyɛ 4 p.m. Uruguay ɛne Cape Verde dodo na ɛfam Cape Verde 10 p.m. ɛbɛbɔ wei ɛyɛ World Cup matches ahodoɔ a ɛbɛtɔ dwa Nyankopɔn boa ɛnɛ anadwo da suo mu anopa ɛkye Sunday no yɛde ne nyinaa ato w'anim anɔpa yi on Oyerepa TV on Oyerepa 100.7 FM yɛ zoom in into stories update efi World Cup no ɛba so far Hurricane a player Emma the 3 Lions of England or say moment ya or woman officer ni peak moment name oche goals odua or say Emma Bayern Munich over 61 goals in all competitions and a 2025 2026 onya at the Emma Bayern Munich and no eka at the acho biasem and also the goals from a team acronym ni peak moment near Nanibaje sa on it the 3 Lions of England team ajem de Mundial 2026 edition na Brazil fans atmosphere our Philadelphia our America na nyasem ketokra enti anopay ya kwatwam Brazilian fans party atmosphere our Philadelphia any jepa any day kwanya na amofa so celebrate our Philadelphia and dam Oyerepa TV so anopay na Fernando Santos on Portugal or say you cannot bench Ronaldo. I paid the price for my mistake in 2022 and I'm still jobless. No one wants me now. And I am some Fernando Santos editor drum or say moi moke kase Roberto Martinez kra adan and Oma Cristiano Ronaldo enter bench na masa or yes some mistake maybe in 2022 and they or no onya jumaye or no Fernando Santos what if and I am some oruanom eti atuja anopay yawa Portuguese national team camp Bruno Fernandes and a defender Cristiano Ronaldo with ongoing criticism among form at the Ecuador so and Centrani B and Bruno Fernandes 18 come on and Obusa Bruno Sam Bruno people have criticized both your performance and Ronaldo's against DR Congo and was right team Ronaldo some Bruno Fernandes crowd mo criticize him ya enough Ronaldo anyam fia duanan baako enti said the best pretty said the likes of Julian Alvarez ebayem any other place be na nya saa na ukomu a ruanom enso ebetimi aya ye don some eto anim anopay Patrick Vieira wono eye kanenom na anyasem ketwa krao ene ojane na so totontena or say Mbappe or Hurricane and I say no doubt eye Kylian Mbappe amumie no party o uyi player ba ko a obekasem eye Kylian Mbappe na ade ba ko a amanfom ade boy ni tiri so that is Mbappe and say without the ball I was say oyamo ade ema ni teammates no or say ball no party any talent in there eye Kylian Mbappe Lamine Yamal ade atudwam say no Ukrainian and found say bia omalusum omo first game no a draw and omo boy entene Cape Verde mo draw na eno no idea Spain form epesa amoyem our 2026 FIFA World Cup no amontimi we can do it and aye Lamine Yamal na Tony Cruz on João Neves reported commenter or say there is no difference between himself and Cristiano Ronaldo or say hey enti João Felix João Neves etime ekansam no I've nothing against confidence or say akodana sem na okan no yakukudro kasa and okan nemom no o manatiasem say Ronaldo has spent more than decades. He has been consistent, winning trophies, winning Ballon d'Or, scoring goals. And the Amompaye, Salavona, Cristiano Ronaldo, Etime Adunum, Ano João Neves, Ano Som, Nebetime Aduro, Ano Ayrton Cruz, and then Sama, Oti Eltujam, and Ano Pay, na Patrick Vieira, se Utu England, Medford Nisia. Now to the French national team Medford this year. Already official the French national team or compare England. England are complete Medford. Said there among Medforders see a control Obanya Elliot Anderson, Unya Jude Bellingham with Declan Rice no Obia our functional at the Emma team no Oko the French national team na Unyasa and Fanfi Rabiot Unyasa and Fanfi Orient Tromeniho and the sa eno efiwom eltodwa ene anopay na adeba akwa eltodwa ewo 2026 FIFA World Cup no manu kranie amanfo tonidi sexy World Cup ena mi video bia mereba chew ewo World Cup no aside the pitch no so womo dantom nina yatebe ma na Boston Popunum Abusafom experience talent in thousands of Scottish fans. HM Sarah and Sankura Persia Nomno Sansanom Yenyanom Boston Pops report if you are Abba.
I know there's going to be a lot of beer consumed, so it's going to be great. We're going to have a party.
You can't walk 20 yards with people honking their horns and waving. We got hit by a storm yesterday. Still didn't stop the Scottish. The security said there was like 4,800 Scottish people in watching the match. We got drank drive beer. The first week, like, we sold out of everything. Everything that we had in stock, everything was gone.
They've been bringing over kegs of Tennent's and Magners.
You can't expect Scotland to win. If we win, it's a bonus.
A lot of alcohol has been consumed. Funny enough, I was chatting with the boss here, and she had to put in a whole new order. So that's what that van over there, that's what you see, a whole new order of some drink coming in to supply and help out.
Na ye cheche hydration break ye cheche hydration break okwa America games I'm the Saudi and advert sika na ye tincheche mu sika omunyam efi water break Ghana had the sunny for water break ye bakwa homejemu na dia bo advert sika ye tincheche mu emra.
Just shy of £200 million. That's how much broadcasters in the United States alone could make from adverts during matches. Yes, we're talking about hydration breaks. Here in the UK, we see players actually cooling down and maybe hear from the pundits. Elsewhere, you get pulled straight into the ads. 4 minutes, 20 seconds of them per game. And the broadcasters are raking it in. Experts have told us that the average 30-second slot on Fox Sports could cost between £150,000 and £227,000, and for USA matches and those in the latter stages, that could rise to over £550,000. Now, FIFA says breaks are for player welfare, and even when it's not that hot, they still have to be used in every match.
Football, say everything about football no akwa sika. Now, Norway national team bakaya, my story no ha, Emma say I'm the 1,000 kilogram Norwegian food and a World Cup na and Ellen Haaland say omukoko do Ukrainian the beggars and hot dogs and a serve players no say sanke am fear aduane am fear kroma ma and anyway and I be the official aduane a wo mo te eba camp no beboam ama omonsom etimi akon edi akomanim enra Portugal national team no etweni na yehwe the mood of Cristiano Ronaldo and other players our camp Ronaldo mood in Portugal's training enti anom and a dash uja for niabre also obono moten na the next game efa enti the Portuguese national team annual training and a daso and anopay Roberto Martinez mete report to you na anomano shirama oboguma sumune se Portugal for nyaya enka Roberto Martinez kwambe pamono na diobema no ne asem omo make inquiries about Jose Mourinho say enim say okwai Madrid adwuma enti nka de nka be fa no emprempre yi na nka fia wie World Cup no omo fi say Jose ba sa players menteme ho ase abentin si say asema si say no enka ngina atobe twam e wo camp and your reporter eka yensa no pay nano emra Ukomua na isa Algeria ene Argentina ebonom Lionel Messi tackle bi ewa Ibrahim Mazaswa na manfo fi se where the Osenka Lionel Messi nya card na Algerian Football Federation officially afale a complaint with FIFA regarding officiating omunya emra na amene Argentina ati eboni Kylian Mbappe onim say against Iraq say obo hat-tricka World Cup all-time top scorer Yanwa Kai Ashanonso. He's 3 goals away. Say obetimim ayasa record na. What trying him say against Iraq. Sa goals nom obetimi ashem. Na anom and Bruno Fernandes say don't write us off. Ene okam obi atimate say ebia your first game and kosa de your first game no nya de say victory eba ye into World Cup ye ne so de honum and say abegene enim still possible etimate emano ye Javier Mascherano or say ano de our believe our USA team we mu pa or say team no enye players bebre them they are playing as a team they are committed to the cause into our movement our intensity quick passing and combination movement them ayo super awesome amount for a tipium na amutwa mu ye na anopay ye future Hossam Hassan so far not just a history of Egyptian football or your beer or your living legend on himself Hossam Hassan or your all-time top scorer for the Pharaohs with 69 goals and second most cap player in the history of the national team, former striker on himself 1930 World Cup abusuam otimi kokoye adwuma ema Egypt national team nom na say ono na trene ema the Pharaohs of Egypt or the atudam sister I was say am fight on him say Egypt our rich history about the World Cup nemom amasem ba ko a am pesa am betie and say am national abusuam womo and winning game bia our World Cup mum or say afi sa bad record nom I was say amutimi e breaking no asem aya to England ningina money sam almost sweated with Declan Rice fitness almost sweated with Marcus Rashford fitness nano kra Hurricane ofi dugout num no amadi adia chire na ntuni adia Marcus Rashford ya say ombe asese nyankopon bo a ochira na amahwe say against Ghana obetimi asiakan anase ontimi ansiakan Mauricio Pochettino or say Australia a very physical team etuno kokobo a I say omo ahoden sam etimi ekosro owieyem enna yechem say our first manager in 96 years to win back-to-back World Cup matches for USA. 96 years. After you be our America, why Saturday? I mean, for two jam say the French national team and so a training after that Mbappe's master crash. Now, I mean, for two just I mean Iraq, home training Koyan Faso, Edan Damonia Jade, na Ruben Diaz at the Atuja. It's a World Cup on the store. I'm here ready to fight and now good day World Cup with them store or come will be at the Portugal will fight Thierry Henry at the Atuja say on the on himself some year on Thierry Henry became man for Besri now so USA team can win the World Cup or say bona I'm bonum one more GJ one more momentum in the game bar omuteki into omuye team I was obia etim etwe omuye now my main fan to jam say Javier Mascherano I say Emra Messi winning the 2022 World Cup I invite all the players one of about 2014 na amantimi angenom ɔse nkabom paade ɔde ebasa plus nti emre bia ɔmode ɔmo support sem ɔbɛtimi age the next World Cup nra oko Jama Musiala and Foreign Wits and Leroy Sanya Suya after ɔmo training section ɔman kasa a 15-minute personal shooting and drills our camp Diamond Shaft of Germany training against Ivory Coast and Kudimjem ebetimi ayomodia na Ruud Gullit and the two jam say Mbappe winning another World Cup or say ebanisa ebe super na nibaje at the ama akodarom have Renat say ono de onye magician nemum de oka at the achem ni plus and say they can do it. Federico Valverde or say Argentina ewo ade bi wo mutim no mu a ewo say national team bia enya bi that identity fight believe them some woman sa etimi eka according to Mexican sources 500,000 fans abusuam echo the streets of Mexico City and celebrate Mexico's World Cup win against South Korea and no I defium etoja and anopay na Hurricane say contract extension 170 among fan to answer say ni focusing na our World Cup no so bebuam na for England etimi agem Julian Nagelsmann a confirm say Leroy Sané obebom ede etiam emra amoni Ivory Coast ede aibani ode atudwam say Ivory Coast national team no ontimi andaitini da omukuta good squad and omobo good football Sadio Mane enra okoduma na yanhwa Sadio Mane enra emra Oko Juma ewo United States of America anti Sadio Mane and Eko Juma Kobompaye at the attack the Taranga Lions of Senegal anti Sadio and other Senegalese players Amian Kremofom Ekobompaye and ya tibi atu and ano pay yawa Senegal no and confirm amasa Senegal World Cup camp internal crisis etimi esi. Yes, a place in the bonus store. Amuntuaye, Afe, hotel like the boys, no cocodaye, a money empty hotel, no place, no Amadriane, Omobede, and ya dada, the Mamma Amumpe, and the Amo or dead your name at the film about Temanoba, national head. Coach nom abusuam yase Poppy Thiao enya dia sam yaka say yetime atua ne ka akatua bebre na wa e was amatima na amuntuaye eno aye de fiwom etotwa ena no pay na Saibari abe the first ever Moroccan to score in his first 2 World Cup matches and no dia totwa say Morocco the last one amutime akọ semi-finals this time amopesem amoko finals Brahim Diaz and so abe the first African nation player ever to register 2 consecutive assists in his first 2 World Cup games. In the World Cup games, mienua waporina ningina watimi aye assista yada honsam etu anim anopay now yanko England fans na so ye almost say ama America keke sebia ombetwa America but amubaye say ombefa trophy no England fans to the American supporters semini.
Tea in Texas, we drink beer.
Tea? Of course not. They haven't got a clue. Make it in the microwave. These guys are crazy.
No cups of tea. We're on Matcha, Starbucks, iced tea, because it's red hot. We're not going to drink cups of tea in this weather, are we?
Well, the milk is terrible, so you're not going to get one.
No tea. No tea. I had a dodgy coffee for breakfast, but no tea.
Just iced tea, apparently, with 50 grams of sugar in it. So, yeah.
No, nothing on the tea scene. It's all coffee.
Have you been able to...
Now, Thierry Henry... on the mindset of USA national team, no say Nania Sopa, a more positive mindset. And no, I have Thierry Henry sees how the mindset towards the USA national team is said, yes, here and Motumba Amo Ebo.
Then the cohesion is there now, the togetherness is there. We all know what they've been doing. Now let's see what's going to happen after that. But again, Zlatan said it since the beginning of the tournament. I said it after the draw. Because I could see, and I know I've been in there, on Seoul, World Cup, although we didn't do and participate in 90 and 94, we did 98. Suddenly, when everybody starts to believe that you can, things can be done. But I want to go back to one thing that I heard, one thing only there. Mauricio Pochettino said, if you want to win the competition, before he would have said, let's see how far we can go. He said, if we want to win the competition, we need to have everybody, because the question was obviously not Pulisic being there. He said, if we want to win the competition, things have changed.
Enti ano ayo Thierry Henry ana otere kan have Renard enti atudwa set Tunisia players no ade also mo de show mutimi yenkoden hard work and unity and a domo ebe PM enti afi group num eno team oko Ivory Coast coach MS fine aso ya ase ni team no enya se bia amukọ World Cup ne se amukọ akọ diagro amu ye ready for Diamond of Germany nemom a difficult game enyem game a ebia beka se airful game na eden ene nsebam MS5 eti etudwam USA abusie fon tudwam se ukọ amaso ya enra team nyina gadae our center circle after winning their game na amu ye happy enti enom United States of America national team and okwa womuja center circle wa and couldn't dem ultimate abba Canada midfielder Ismail Kone officially out from the World Cup and surgery and confirming them for the rest of the matches ultimate MOB Emma Canada national team now Luis De La Fuente and then central for Ebusan say your player be we are Sia Yasin Casino Ebeka the Spanish national team and also Julian Alvarez Nankame sign a fantastic player now coaches and players time you didn't come on ukoma na say John Stones wakasa na ose ono oyobi emra na onya chances e City 2025-2026 season na odino gira ye say abe fight for the position John Stones Nensema I have tried to put myself in the best position without playing as much as I can Yentie John Stones.
Oh, I like grit. I'll go for grit.
You've had to fight to get here.
Yeah, definitely. I've tried to put myself in the best position without playing as much as I'd want to, and that's difficult because sometimes you don't know why.
Was Thomas Tuchel fundamental in keeping your belief going?
Yeah, definitely.
Yes, indeed. I know you're John Stones and then some and now US France now yeah. On say England for no ewo omasembia debia amoka tournament to do it is coming home. Now US for say hi England it is not coming home bia France no semnom yentie bi it is not coming home yentie France no semwa amode tuja.
Not coming home.
They've been the favorite every year. They do nothing. No.
England are one of the favorites. What?
Shot.
England are the favorite. Who's favorite? Who's favorite? Not coming home.
They've been the favorite every year. They do nothing.
Nah. Why not England?
They're chokes. Choke artists. It's too much pressure. They can't handle it.
Jordan Pickford as your goalie is a disgrace. That guy is washed.
Harry Kane got bailed out on his PK. He can't handle it. They can't handle any of the pressure that comes with being an England player. There's no shot. They have no shot of bringing it home.
When's the last time England did bring it home? Honestly.
1966.
19 what?
66.
Yeah, we weren't even born. I don't want to hear that.
It's almost as bad as us.
Nobody was born yet. They're terrible. They can't do it. Harry Kane's their only.
Na Jamie Carragher so akasa afa England team no with amo performance amo done a dear especially now against Croatia that spirited performance amo done a dear no ordinary too.
Very much so. First time I've been to Aintree a good few times as you'd expect being in Liverpool, but first time at Royal Ascot and everyone's looking the part, shall we say. It was a great game to watch. I think the World Cup so far has been fantastic and that was the best game. It was, how would I describe the game? It felt like a Premier League game. That's the way that I would describe it. End to end, I think there was a lot of chaos in the first half, and I think England's assistant manager called it brilliantly at half-time. Anthony Barry didn't look too pleased, did he, with the performance? But I thought the second half felt like organised chaos, and it was Thomas Tuchel and Anthony Barry. I think they're trying to forge this England team into almost like a Premier League team, and can they win the World Cup that way? And you go by.
Now, Patrick Vieira, not to Harry Kane. And Kylian Mbappe in Semnum why and a better Patrick Vieira Chimsey. And see Patrick Vieira ono ena HM say Kylian Mbappe no krenie ono the office also exchange that of Hurricane Patrick Vieira on Hurricane versus Kylian Mbappe and on some US boss Mauricio Pochettino and also underestimated team there World Cup we match after match.
4 years ago we were talking about Australia and they were beating for France and Argentina in Qatar, and I was in the game in Qatar in Doha watching the game Argentina-Australia, and was really tough game for Argentina that then won the World Cup. That is why only we can show like when was the draw.
Na Zlatan ade ne thought about our FIFA World Cup format num na yentie mra ye ba na mama sexy World Cup latest no
Records now are going to be broken, aren't they?
It's not, it could be it will be broken. And I feel this new World Cup format is built and made to break many records. I just feel a little bit sorry for the best before date players, ex-players, that if they would play in this World Cup, in this format, they would break a lot of records.
And no, I Zlatan now, sexy World Cup latest. Only say World Cup, I'm friend sexy World Cup. Sans bono mu ya cheno. Sans no more fit. Now boss, and not Brazil game no. Yes, sporty name be all fans no. Bon fact to some Brazil fans are already counting down the hours until the night. Na ocha diena na nyasem ketu akra. Enti yamrenu samon fan to some na yemko. Brazil fans are already counting down the hours until the night. And yantre Mexican fans no emra also in the stands. Na nyasem ketu Mexico fans no in the stands. Na adiena koso no bon play video no ame. We Mexico fans no. We see we a sexy World Cup. Well, said ye hey. Na adiena sa or Germany new. Any genti ena Mexico nino what tuna no afena no nim baby aha onim ni baby fena no sa enti me say a sexy World Cup a man for enjoy our World Cup pa and no a sexy World Cup enti awisian yenya so na yem franco phone close nsem no ensi boss Alejandro Grimado so officially ekoya juma ama Atletico Madrid. Enzo Fernandez want to join Real Madrid.
Baba Isa, the sports lawyer.
That's the reporter.
That's no pay. Say ode ensema hodo eguo ede amaye. Richard Eddie Frijaso or say, can I have any info about Madrid transfer? Real Madrid say some day say Baba Isa otenase no pa. Story no de wo ha ene begu ha. Emu eye 80 or the 100 nebegua 80 Real Madrid. Nti untimi nka say
anopai mi be wi na make man story back up. My over.
O say enye nko na wo ye
my over 81
because
stories.
Your World Cup season.
Maka Real Madrid story back up. Enzo Fernandez want to join Real Madrid no matter what. And no only Real Madrid story. My na no
okay. Nti de can say Baba Isa stories no so we can 100 emu 80 Real Madrid Macau says I didn't say man for the yaba to he listening to you inside Pig Farm from Kofi Ajman Black Man or the free and crying and a Kofi Ajman the message ede aba baba a man for the messages any voice notes aba say sulu ebe ho dwuma de ama na me invite wo ha na ebi wo ha waba na waba beji anon we so hwan wa moni din but me hu se Abdo nteni din metia ye from ye Abdo or say good morning, I have listened to you carefully. Jibo, you are being biased. You said Ronaldo was not performing. You were proven wrong, but Baba Isa yet you said he's playing with El Nassr. What about Messi? Is he playing with the top 5? Is he playing in the top 5 leagues? Okay, and also nedia or de aba ene anopay enono. Ye be kwa kanjin for asye na ye ne kanjin for aba be di enkomo na afi wi a de ho no yetimi ede atoa so ma menyi messages kakra bi mfi wona men kwa kanjin for asye Okay. Asari Prince say, Jibo, please tell our politicians to give us a break. You are telling Black Stars players to be united to win, but they are doing otherwise to the citizens. Okay. And also, our day Abba and no. Kofi Fenton or say Baba should stop emotional analysis and face the fact. I'm a stand supporter of CR. But it's time he starts from the bench and understand that it's not about him alone, but the entire team and the country. And no, Kofi Fenton, Eddie Ode Abba. Starboy is still watching the show live and clear at Ahafumim. Starboy and a day, some message we Ede Abba. Mubarak Al Hassan or say striker is so obvious you dislike Ronaldo, and it's irritating watching the show, especially when talking about Ronaldo. Please spare your listeners this agony, okay? And also, Mubarak Al Hassan, dear our day Abba Enonom. Edward Leopold or say it doesn't matter what Jibo is saying in the studio. Cristiano Ronaldo is one of the greatest ever to grace the pitch. He's not that far from Messi. Please, players like João Neves needs to show respect. I'm Ronaldo. I'm confronting him violently. Who is Ronaldo? Portuguese players always feel they are big. Then I say, "What about Beckham?" I said, "What can what's about Beyano?" Say Portugal players feel so big, which includes Cristiano Ronaldo. Argentina players don't have high profile players compared to Portugal, but that is why they toned down for Messi. Are you sure? Yabeko kanjin for so Baba Isa. Me kwasi see na me dwene bibi ho. O my Portugal be se me steady ade bi ho. Ase Portugal man no, especially by your food the way sports football ya wo mu ya. Omo respect sem e wo form kakra.
Onye respect bu no mu adia ka João Neves mi ko kan je Ronaldo say Ronaldo wo mi no ye pe eye dwe any a hand tiny bu mu adia
assembly
ti kasa asem
tie
omu mu
remember examples omu show respect to omu competitors.
Okay.
Hey, assembly dey anope be yiro okay Jose Mourinho
me kind of
okay do dey Wenger upon all that Wenger achieving the Premier League. Okay, some okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, recently Cristiano Ronaldo and some more Kafa Messi success on.
Omumi enu there.
And the way
difficult for one.
And as João Neves asemi a wokan is here.
Boss better now so ni Ronaldo ye.
Baba Isa me kumi ba. Baba Isa the sports lawyer. Okay, so say we be mu dey also ndi onye dwe.
Boss say nya dwe sema.
Okay.
João Neves. Better now ka say oni Ronaldo nyina ye pe because oni ne bo national team fine. Bo no oni mbo. But oni Ronaldo nye pe. Boss me tie am ni wo ye adwuma ba ko nche se me no ye pe wa.
Tina America se tie. Ohwe omu suban na omo celebrity other success. Menim se Portugal krumo no. Ada menya ibire bia menya ibia meko Portugal krumo meko akostedi sade na we. Tell my example me say bounce when you bring na João Neves.
Oni say example na de ba nyon de nehu pa.
Nyon de nehu. Omo nyina de ehu.
Ono de no so na
omo nyina de nehu.
Say wo ni Ronaldo ye pe.
Omo nyina de nehu.
Oh boss.
Omo nyina de nehu. Enyi ba akofo de. Omo nyina me João Neves asem no. Me with different understanding about the interview. But me jina wo asem a wo kan so. Na me de am example be me ense bi. It is a wa wo tena se a.
Footballing reasons or
hey, you must have ever be in the GBC Sports no ho.
No.
Obusa.
Yeah, footballing.
Asem no kan no. Among frontiers no, different from say the city as no.
Because we say me so much be a question. Me share interview ne dey based on the Babekan. It's a footballing reasons. We say the reasons the inside we jina so. Sika mu dey be mu. And no person watch.
Football asem na no work. Because na me jitu we say na o take some of the pressure away from Cristiano Ronaldo. But say o baba is say na wo kan e judi ni tuma. Em say Portugal for ni suban. Kanjina so ye ene ye ko ni akwa kodi enkomo ye wi a yɛbɛba ne abɛto adwumadi so ɛnɛ nsɛm bebree ɛwɔ fia a yɛbɛdi ho nkɔmmɔ World Cup they say 2 countries ɛna buki ɔmo ticket to the round of 32 ɛyɛ Mexico host nation USA host nation deɛ nyɔma ɛkɔ no kyerɛ sɛ Canada so no baba ɔmo bɛ qualify na emu mɔman a so mama amanfoɔ sɛ si fam World Cup people ayɛ Turkey Vincenzo Montella players here the amawi enu akwa dem say Paraguay for no say the records a show mo one day hey enem do mo bi the 10 players show okay ni nyina wa ha aye bi di ho enkomo Steve akwa ba
yenia
ima akwa yeni kanje ho komo anopo simadu aye di enemy abo 8:19 to the infancy be 8:20 8:10 8:30 sorry 8:30 na yene kanjin fo awie na yato dwumadi ni so nti Stivo ani ma yenkoi
right etiefo ye be chia mo na ya mama kwa ba na ya recommend e de ama wo se nsuo de edoso e wodwa so nanso de e o senti ade bia ye ba ye recommend kanjin na je drinking water e de ma wo sanse nsuo e wo hoi no sa wo hwegu cup mo a eni no etese ne etie no a nemum wo de call lab na wo de fan fidie mu na wo test ya esono technology I produce bia na technology no ye different no na nsuo na ho ode so e different obi de or the RO and a produce ye nka say RO nye and obi so de or the electrolysis and a produce ye o de nimi enu nyina sinsane ani a e bia wo na ho ode ene ne ye na kanje na je drinking water no eno e nsuo a ye betimi a sure say acid bia enye den enim a e ba be ha oni padua enu ntina no pe de e ka wasem e ye say o hwe na ye kasa afa balance body pH using kanjen energy drinking water say obe ensure say nipadua no nyankopon nyansem obo nipadua no science ebe kan kire say naturally no nyame bo nipadua no in such a way say the body is able to maintain its own pH balance yaka pH and yaka the potential of hydrogen the amount of acid I woni nipadua no mu stomach no mo ye funu no mu ene nipadua no mu nyina ene the amount of air alkaline I woni nipadua no mu no ni nyina nyankopon nyansem no ye in such a way say body no ankasa betima maintain na no a kire say this is the amount of acid and nipadua no here say be ya betima ayam aduane a digestive food and after this amount of air alkaline nipadua no here nemum uwa sasi so obuso awudidi wonom na ohome mframa ediko mu no eniama hodo nyina no eko tasa de no enya easy to shift there but we understand say the more na we inject acidic air substances into the system onom nsan ye acidic odi aduane a ye acidic na onom nsu a ye highly acidic saa de ma nyina na wo san so ehome mframa eno nso da enya pure no eno nso nyina no eboa ema nipadua no etoa so produce a lot of acid e woni nipadua no ma nipadua no elusu that kind of air body pH balance a nyankopon aye ne se enye no na kangen energy drinking water asem no eye tie ensuo bia na ewiase a ye duro ni senti kangen water so enye duro ne mo de tie ne se nipadua no ebetime agina balance baby anyame di na agina ato se enyina no ebetime akoso na agina ho no ma gese nuane a wudi ko mu a ensuo so ka ho no eye enuane a acid enim eno anase eno so mu eno na beboa ama nipadua no etime agina a maintaining the natural air pH balance no na etime abo adwuma na kangen water eye nsuo a ni pH no potential of hydrogen no eye ade a eye 7.5 to 8.5 eye purely alkaline water and into obia onom kangen water no sa nipa no onye obia ni tita pai no onye obia oye adwuma kakra no wabre onye obia oye adwuma kakra na ne honam ye ne mremremre onye obia ni moja nta ne afurusane de nti a eye ka ne sa ne se mayanhwa image a edaso yi ne yenkyerechim o say excess acid in your body generally falls into 2 categories na the categories ni mienu no nyina no eye hyperactive hyperacidity ewo the stomach no mo yefunu no mo and a systemic and as a blood tissue acidosis ni mienu de tie ne se ye ka se acid adoso woni padua mu a ye wo mu mienu ye wo de acid na woni padua e wo yefunu no ma yam aduane no to da na adoso dodo abroso eno ne friend hyperactive acidity no and of the stomach and ye was systemic and as a blood or tissue acid no and also chese woni padua no tissues no ana umoja no aye more acidic than it should na se ba ne sa no a ade e affect nipadua no adwuma eye or say typically the effect ni include severe fatigue we adwuma kakra no wa bre ana se bibi kakra no wa bre digestive distress e maduane ntimi nyam papa wo yam rapid breathing o home a abra abibia na home tre ofo bipo kakra ofo staircase kakra o peja ade kakra obu onom kra ye di nkomo kra na se sere ba na o se sere kakra o sere kakra bia na se gicho kotena se e home tre ansa na wagina home na fe wetimi asisi so potential damage to vital organs ewo nipadua mu. These are the effect of air acid ebedo so ewo nipadua no no ho asem no yenim se blood pH no ade a omoja no pH no ejina about 7.35 to 7.45 ewo honum eni kwan se ekọ anim boro saa na se fall below that onipadua no develop into acidosis yanto so na yanko yanim afi ye uchiremu a ohwe the excessive acid na ewo nipadua no mecha yefunumu de na yefra na hyper acidity no say acid ados ewo yefunumu a de aya ne se o se nipadua no stomach no can produce more digestive acid than it needed, and it can cause immediate discomfort and long-term damage. Se koba se acid ne do so wo yefunuma ebetimi ama problem bebre aide aba ebini digestive distress aye kan wasem se abrebia no na wakoma ana oboso ehyehew na odidi a wo se kesu saa na ade asam from acidic gas na fi yam na aba wanum eno kra timi korosi wo enamel ana se timi ma enamel no ewewe wo se etimi yede ehun timi ewewe long term damage we mu nyina problems acid edoso ewo nipadua mu a emma nipadua ntimi maintain the acid body alkaline and acid balance no ejina on ti so hwema o say the human body becomes acidic. That is a condition known as acidosis when there is either a dangerous build-up of acid in the blood and tissues or an excessive loss of alkaline substances like bicarbonate. Enti nipadua no acid ebe dos wo mu abra se no ankasa produce acid bebre honum senetia na o blood tissue no ababa ye highly acidic or said this disrupt the body's strict and healthy pH balance. The pH balance no ene da hono on se medical can say nipadua no o blood no o moja no pH no ejina 7.35 to 7.45 we entire shift nyankopon nyansem no sei na waye nipadua no say was ne blood no ejina na mom se wo be no no nsu ye acidic wo be no no nsa ye too acidic wo be were didi nuane a highly acidic home mframa too contaminated nipadua no produce more acid than it needs eba ne sana nipadua no ebre umoja ntimi ne afrusane umoja mu eba be yedu na fe wuntini mu ensisi na uye adwuma kakra na wabre na wo home saa ofru staircase na wo bre na chese uda kra wuntimi enayie. That is it. Na obia ni nipadua no acid adoso mu no image e da so yi eno na kire senia problems are symptoms of acidosis. Yeka acidosis and ya kire mu no se acid na be do so woni padua no mo ama afi ma ni padua enya adwuma se na se your the respiratory aspect no shortness of breath, coughing etimi ma obobobo wa and afin so home so intensi so eba akoma no so a increase heart rate ema akoma no timi born 10 and a gastric acid no so etimi ma obi kakra odidi a na ugem ana ofe obi di on fancheme na sa na etia. These are effects of sa onipadua no na ba be ye too acidic and eba muscle na muscular effect na ma utmiya seizures ebu ono na unipa unsana ayetitriti unana ayetitriti gise yetinetine musa na utmi unya muscle pull ni ade na uye weakness uye mre honum se na enti no eba utin so a utita pa wo da wonna na anadwunyina no wani guso ni nyina no loss of consciousness any coma let me etwa so a ekonanim se na tie. Enti these are the effects of obia ni nipadua no na highly acidic eno na ye ka cho se ma wunsu a wonom enye acidic. Choose Kangen Energic drinking water. pH of 7.5 to 8.5. Nipadua no body no blood no pH na say gina 7.35 to 7.45. Mano fall below that. Na udi acid bebre no munsu ye acidic bebre a sa problem no ebi ebeto man twen ema ne nyansa. Enti Kangen Energic drinking water sisia ewo ye number yi so na eni ye monkomo o place order ye be deliver e dey amount free. Ghana have a bia wo bia o share on screen so e TV no so a squeeze back no na namasia no numbers no na a rule no utie our radio so numbers no 0241 enti mayeko na yima ema ya numbers no minia Neza ema ya numbers no na o pick number no na frɛ na place you order Kangen energy drinking water no insu a extraordinary na yempe bi ema na amasani ama we ebi anto my numbers no minia
Steve over friend on 0241
44
91
0241 44
91 and after 050
73 79 474 79 474
actively on WhatsApp in T Sabra Yakasa Yawa Hokwan so be friend Steve
Neza obeto aso dia man fa dia ewo ho bia fa kan fa matie fo ba dia ye guso ayekase ya numbers ya boboyi ene dia wo screen so bo na fa na frɛ na place you order no ye free delivery ene weekend ye be deliver wo so dia e de ama ye abra Neza e de bi e ka ho ama ye
well finally Steve ye kono ye say asempa ye tia and they be ameka so unsu obi a wonu bia no how one I inform me about it they be a Kangen yama educational tips from day one ABC ene inti manu mo nsuo bi akeke nsuo bi anya nsuo ehnipa bebre tirimu you get it
inti Neza Kangen water no eno na ebi na display e was screen so just 30 Ghana cedis per pack eno kra mo amutu no dodo okokoton no kra no you have discount price no below this ama otimi koton away purely alkaline water ema a whole lot of air benefits menu to
aso sure inti enano mo nsuo bi akeke inti na identity na wo honom nti wo hu we ya na kase wo hu Kangen energy drinking water inti to bi na nom and one nom aboaw Mr. Kamfo efama obi won comment na so de bia ye ka we ye Ghana ni we ye oman ba pa unya ade na se boawa on so recommend efama obi to find the info numbers in to jabm 0241 44 91 and after 050 73 79 474 your major distributors your main distributors unni Kumasi mpa outside Kumasi friend number ye bet show and I said the one number is be ma na baby will be a nationwide Ghana wakwakope e be out striker
okay Kangen ye beda mo ase anopei se mode eye nkomode de sei e de abreye adwada nyame ya aduma yebehia na me yesho se dasene so adom ne ya aduma yebesa ehia yeda mase bebri Oyerepa 100.7 weekend edition of today's post and here on your TV Oyerepa TV on your radio Oyerepa radio 100.7 obasenya on Facebook Oyerepa radio on YouTube Oyerepa radio wadwenche esu betimi dia ba ejumedi so ewa abra odefa 0241915555 0241915555 eho nyina no ubetimi edo messages afa ai benya bre ene adaje ene akenkenmu ene anopai ede amaun Alhassan Said Kofi Zakito atenase Zak akwaba bibia bokode
nyamiado
okay yes am to aso say Brazil and Morocco so ma qualify o ano qualify
Brazil and
Morocco
say 4 points based on the number of teams in every country or qualify. You have to also determine who the belly group in India.
Yes. Inti and also kakre wo ho.
To make me lose some last games but still
qualify. Good morning, I'm watching you live from Asante Achem Agogo from Ashmon Anthony Kobna Ashmon yɛda ase sɛ ode o message aba Richmond yɛde medikan akan ne message ene anɔpɛ okay we so say good morning. I'm Cranton Caleb watching you live from Accra Downsuman. Please, any update for Chelsea? Messi is far better than Ronaldo, so we need not to argue on this. On this is a fact. Any update for Chelsea signings? Young trainer Chelsea no. Amount for Edo money siwa almost so more players. Inti train kakra na obeti de ekoso ewo Chelsea. Zach, yeni World Cup nkomo. Games no enra ebi ekoso. Ene eyade a games no ebesa atoa so enra games ekoso ewo World Cup ne hyase edife enra ahomache Mexico host nation ehye South Korea ekabako awmantimi ante saso ena the United States of America so host nation ehye Australia eka mienu awmantimi ante ena afi Morocco ehye Scotland ekabako awmoso antimi ante na ahomache Brazil echi Haiti ehye omkamiensa awmantimi ante ena afi Turkey ana Turkey so Paraguay ehye omo ekabako awmantimi ante ene games mienu ebekoso Netherlands and Sweden and the DBC and Nafi and no Numre no Nafi Numeno Oche ho and Germany and the Ivory Coast so Ediboni Ahomache Ecuador and the Curacao and Nafi Tunisia 4 a.m. almost and Japan and the ABC. Zach ya World Cup ne kakame sure say start here the controversies ana World Cup no hon sema na manfo kan kwa to the extent say ebi kura say USA in particular I say omonye ready for the World Cup FIFA lose some control over the World Cup I say starting games no obi attention has shifted the court pitch so and no obi anka bi
yeah one thing of football I didn't man say is bring excitement and nipa bia no when igia na nyambe briwa negatives unkai because you are thinking about the excitement and nothing like the bia say Ghana say the World Cup bia tournament ay kwa yembo ehumode and na Ghana for ebufu osika ye dey ko World Cup and as ye dey ko AFCON but your tournament dey boy ehumode a obi an kesika no because na the excitement na yenya no epepa nyam bebre ay ko so obi an kai
obi an uniska no
it is CITI the excitement na omunya from on the field of play no ama now nobody is thinking about your more visa your referee amananko the we are talking about all those negative ones because the World Cup is giving them excitement and football you should be assured say with all these stars that are Ecosa tournament that excitement will come but if you are follow you say America I'm say me say any country that our a good sing like America. There's no single country. Yes, now no Scotland no more complain say ya more visitors.
Yeah.
But Scotland for go America no. Among bet me like they can have the numbers that will go and support Scotland. Even though nanko munya anko mukrum for no so buy ya kebeboa. Say Senegal will complaining.
Yeah.
But see I check the Senegalese a friend is saying nkrofo omo America enye na kitwa ena omo no no eti you understand all this nyama ekos even though initially no be efficienka the negatives no ebe override the World Cup but honestly the football diabol I won't say jibo what hwade a match na say woni nkoni ni ho no and then the pa unze bia o abia taking Paraguay match o say taking Paraguay dey say we dey mame nkwada oba Messi bebre because bonum be je papa now no it is hard games no even say enye big nations na nka official go dey come stars we games na more that excitement games na air then and even USA ne
Australia
game you know what a game the intensity eti games na wide it has no varied all these negatives na edema ni nyina and I think say people are enjoying the World Cup and
my memory saw Patrick Vieira asem bia waka kakra bi na afi yenko games ne so Vieira say ye de Hurricane and Mbappe egina ho Patrick Vieira say between them mienu no obey Mbappe ahead of Hurricane one na ya adwene
say and the gina idea in terms of goals who gonna go give goals there even though Hurricane typical man even though recently no the game na asasa kakra but say in their career Mbappe as goals and their money clubs no in terms of seasons no saying what Hurricane although Hurricane call Bayern and the numbers no I appreciate it and you understand why he will score more goals at Bayern than he scored at FNS Tottenham Hotspur and that will be the difference no Jibo unse for Mbappe you get a striker that will operate from all the angles, from all the front three and goes in there you are guaranteed. And the age, and what he has given football, no, may sure say and honor a be influence Vieira's the decision to pick a friend is Mbappe. Yes, Hurricane. And the back what they can be in who and ne a manager strong playing as a playmaker. And as a number 9, part of the initiating the defense attack, then he go and finish. It's also more. Was similarities kakra. The only idea Mbappe and say now Hurricane was a playmaker now. Mbappe Mbobino, but there could be a most similarities. Comunano wants to part of the defense build up. No, Omo have some Bonibi. It's has to finish it, but. Clinically, I think in the football, I think Mbappe should be ahead of Hurricane.
To choose Mbappe ahead of Hurricane.
And then they choose Mbappe ahead of Hurricane.
Yanko games in my na Tana Enima or say why you no or say why you or say why you no or say I think every tournament has its pre-challenges and immediately the tournament starts it turns to jubilation and enthusiasm.
Yeah.
Or say why you as you do the
Kata and Europe see World Cup it would be the worst World Cup and but it turned out to be the best World Cup we've watched.
There's a World Cup near Becca Hunsim, but the Nippon and Nibacon Pie Park and so. But I live up to the standard compared to the last World Cup 2022. Or the 2026 day to 2-1. Said the World Cup standard city no. Sani Huno.
Oh, so far, dear, I think say my vibe in be. The games, you know, the countries, you know, yes, maybe Spain, Portugal, more Brazil first match, it disappointed kakra. But so far, they look like say, or minor those countries now BFE say they are tournament favorite, you know. Any players now, no, who say previously World Cup, and they have SCF in Gabin say. A top stars no we are say we many players are here kwakwa show World Cup you don't get them giving you that goals now and a performance of mine in the first games some of them
take time
but when the first game Mbappe Hurricane Olise performing Messi why just say all of them will be need there almost say World Cup Haaland. So omo kwakwa bibi nya no first matches they all shine. Eti intense eti this World Cup am sa nyema no I think say we're just first matches.
Yeah.
And going forward I say we should expect more of that kind of excitement now so far yenya no. And another games you know but I think say take you coach just on pam no.
Vincenzo Montella.
Yeah, Montella. He has to be sacked after yesterday's game. Because of last match.
Okay.
Because the kind of.
Watching do so the message we about Sijibo from what is going on at this World Cup, the attention, the excitement, and the suspense. Can we end the argument that football is the most popular sport?
Oh, Sandy, there's no argument about it.
I know they're watching me. Shows will be a bit me any sport. Be able to
argue on the
ABA World Cup and the Olympic Games. but eba CFA different kinds of sport. Many sure say you will be able to do football. By argument in the Olympic Games and the World Cup. Yeah, honest argument.
Now Olympic Games in Bono. You compare. Say the Olympic Games, football no do be Americano. Popular in football and say Olympic Games, and yet the stars is level stars in the echo. Say U23.
No, I can't do Olympic Games in general. The competition Olympic Games, which include athletics.
Break count and a money popular and a man so. But football, football is in China. There's no other sport and a bank football in terms of how popular it is and how the kind of akuma this share sports mono. There's no sport that the Adena football award. I think so far America, Mexico. And Canada ML good day. And I say the side attraction also is very key.
So far games are yabono. Player be pa na impressive. Few games na yabono. Ebiabo 2, ebiabo 1, but few games na yabo at this World Cup no. Player be pa na we impressive so far.
Oh, one I think sir USA if Florent Balogun, right? Balogun. Say what say is they want to do something for Omo Mine, and Oba he hasn't disappointed as their main man on disappointed again. Jonathan Davids of Canada, I think he has been one of the brightest sports that will walk up in terms of the modern ball performance or than a team and in Yama Oyerepa Oma from Canada. I'll go still also add Jonathan David to Florent Balogun as one of those guys now. Omo abo omo modin ye pa. Unse for Mbappe mo standard now ma setting into no. Unse the can say the case of the standard. So mo standard now ma setting into no. Anyama mo ye unse nke play bia that your first match ye nka de didi anke be ye wiase mo no. But be say o we say ade a say Mbappe ye no ye. Hurricane nyama say o ye no ye. Messi and Haaland, your normal thing that they are doing. Until I say mention Ambo Mudin because that standard now it means your more ideas or more no. But at least Jonathan David of Canada. Unse your Maya Omunshada football no afina almost try say they will be back, they will come in. And what Jonathan David Ayama Canada no, I think say is a substance. Fernand Balogun of USA. I think say very very good performance from him. Untimi Embo and Yini frame. So far, all these players have impressed me so far, and I think that we should expect more. And defensively, I think we are seeing one of pure defensive masterclass our tournament team. I'm saying a team here who defending, and I'll share Paraguay team now. Who's almost a record in temper. Almoren and the first player they rule now FIFA new rules say men katawa.
Ba on kan Sabari Morocco.
Oh yes, Ismail Sabari. Yes. I can't go without also adding his name. I think it nearly escaped me. And so far, no wonder Bayern Munich 55 million euros at the Enaba Alliance Arena because he has shown say also number 9.
Yeah.
He's a typical number 8, number 10 winger, 7 and 11 obo. But so far, maybe be a boy. So obo as a force number 9. Because PSV come on, you know, he's a typical second striker and as a obo from the wings. But the new coach comes in. I show my team now. He dropped El Nesri. I don't be anti-assay because he wanted to now omunya some young talent bia omode mo born in Europe no omunya attacking mind them forwards it's not all drop on na Eddie no coach no enti dia na me then let me sacrifice some of the key guys Ernest yes one shot any very good season e will take it even though a big guy who come Morocco anyhow last World Cup he was virtually with a guy who was giving them the goals now them call semi final no but when you good season until I mean sacrifice no I mean for more attacking midfielders encore so then let me go and play for us now with Sabari their first 2 matches he go Russia against FNC in Brazil and then ready no anger be an original no and how he was able to get the target to score that goal against Scotland. I think that so far he has been the brightest spot. Just the players na young omo Edino and Haaland mo standard no so far there. If you are picking all of them, I will even choose about ahead of Jonathan David and Balogun and sir guys ni na oyi unse because standard na Messi mo Haaland mo Mbappe mo setting there, you put it aside. But ope player na you were not expecting
so baby
be say there. So far he will be my best player out in this tournament outside standard name man Mbappe mo setting there. You must in ya Sabai will be my best player so far. That was tournament to Jibo.
Okay. So better kwaba bibi aboko there. Nyama ekoso kama. Okay, all right. Yanhwe se bibia eno asomo ye adwuma but eze mushia committee no. Na eze mushia discipline committee na ebusi some questions kakra.
Oh, okay.
Ebusi some questions kakra. Ko enra edu ba bi na se ate afaso.
Sir,
I leader of delegation yewo. Na dey ni mu.
I don't remember this committee there.
Ate afaso ba efe ba bi amone nam no say eh
e bia na time no so ka ho say
na time no
ya na jon community be fra nkomo no
na jon komo na ne dey
minim say no na wo ka ho asem dey minim boni amaye dey na say wo na produce show no I didn't know what it is a producer so ho be kire na
because ba bia na mo ne nam ne dey eti se ayi ka wonam ayi kumase nkan kwa so wate asinwuram na afidu obubu amanfo odabi enyomo amanfo aduadua obu ni nyina egu
na se captain siasia so ka ho ana se
ono kwa na ho yema wa okay Zakito, don't exclude Vini from the players who has impressed so far. 2 goals, 1 assist. We don't know if we need to be carrying the Brazilian national team. And no, Boachi Andrew, and the side message we de Abba. Zach, Enra games in Kakani and Fanedi and Mekao. It looks like Morocco, even though Enra impressive performance. But Omoye de here, a do stage beer game enkoye ma. Ka the normal African country ko World Cup a good game no. Kebetina and Kebeka si ashe no. But Enra Morocco awini. Minim se one Zlatan Ibrahimovic be ya adwena o se World Cup with the new format no. Em say to inside the free new winner. Obi a won World Cup ni bida.
No, Ibo, let me be honest and be blank. Say if there is one country on the World Cup no beat me and meet me see me Busaka so beat me at World Cup if they solve their goal scoring problem in Morocco. Say obet me agi World Cup.
Se Morocco timi solve om goal scoring problem.
Yes, omoye
World Cup.
Omoye clinical. Because ye ka say Enra any impressive performance no. Jibu, you saw emphasis from the first 45 minutes and second half and also some minutes crazy before omudi say body a normal thing say game ni be Scotland would act because yes they want to get the equalizer. Majibu, how Morocco were very very wasteful in the first half. Scotland for no first half no. And you see why I'm picking Morocco. Obiya nkoshe omune Brazil. I remember say Obert after the game na can say people and Brazil and I'm more money. Debbie, go and watch the Morocco pressing. And look at Morocco pressing. They ran for 90 minutes. Your ability, your inability not to perform no. And then because they force you to play like they want you to play. It's almost force Scotland to play like crime fast football no. Something normal say game urban away because even time na Scotland urban no. Unse next coach was at air substitution because na say onya players who have the mindset of to defend. And say omunse bi nkan ma Scotland so ya dey entika no. But the first 2 games that Morocco abono, you will look at the chances. Even Sabari, this guy, is it Al Ayun Sabari at the Bobby Ma Emma? No, I said just normal Kellen Mbappe mu stand bi no you are bobo na to first for goal share Ruby first Diaz ono anya chance I say o she back o say he just pass the ball to Sabari at the first half no Morocco clear chances and some come share at least 4. It was clear Baku Diaz the on pure ball on to okeke and for Sabari no tap in. If you have watched Morocco first 2 games now Jibo born Morocco abono just like what the ball Argentina abo performance Morocco adeno in this World Cup similar to what Argentina have done. Similar Jibo to what a friend is saying France World Cup yimu. Similar to what England World Cup yimu in terms of standard performance wise. It's different from Argentina. They are not different from England or different from France. But Jibo, the difference between England, difference what Argentina, difference what countries Medina, France and Morocco. They say Sabo na Morocco says no. Who say France and Nya Sabo na they are in trouble. It's so far the Jibo. I want to agree kakra with Nsama Zlatan Ekano with the format no and how some emerging countries be, and so far I think say Morocco have shown say Djibouti say in their last 8 group stage games only unbeaten at the World Cup. And go and check those countries. Last World Cup no money Belgium group more. They were in the group with top countries. Belgium, Croatia, Bakuna Murefi in the last World Cup. They won't lose any game in those matches. This year, Brazil, Scotland, they won't lose here. They all they need is to solve, but we need any striker on the bench. That is the problem that they will face.
Brazil also share Haiti.
Brazil for us still. This is the weakest Brazilian national team I've seen at the World Cup.
The weakest.
The weakest. You who or more mambo more than. You say there's difference between Omaba, Omambo, more than, and a squad on the buyer. No, any. You can have a very good squad and come now Okufi. But you see, player wise, who is the standard no from bar? Who is that? Your man be wa. Your team you are common boss national teams no. Chen de ti I say unsenka Brazil nka wonu wan na so ubo born motor say okobo Brazil national team. Unsenka NZO. Enye almost omo their standard is the A clubs in every country. I think omo no Bournemouth now ubo Brazil national team. Ebia Zenit St. Petersburg Brazil national team because sa position na obo they have a player at Man United, ABR, Real Madrid, ABR Barcelona playing that position. But Jibo so show squad na emwe ha. And who is playing their right back? Jibo. Danilo in 2026 is playing right back for Brazil. How? In terms of weight, emwe ha in terms of how our national team is there. Jibo. Only say another game now on against Haiti, the entire second half, only two attempts to pay. So because no match 3-0. Jibu, in the entire first half, make 6 attempts. In the ball one way, now Brazil I 8 attempts as against 8 attempts of Haiti. On first match against Morocco, make 12 attempts as against 14 of Morocco. Only say a certain record say in Brazil history now Marco 28 World Cup games are man bien to make more attempts than Brazil. Bono obat me yine film but on the ball on the titi. But so far at this World Cup Morocco more 14 no my 12. The first time Brazil side record in 28 games. Yes they won by 3-0. But so Osha performance they born on my boy na say unless once again say some countries we know they may not have the players but once na World Cup spirit no na form because World Cup na yebo na ende ye keka wan se minya no obi no oni mbo in Brazil. They have been at every World Cup. Imagine seeing obia. And this stage na no, there's no single country that understands it better than Brazil. Okay. They may not have the qualities, all round qualities. So in case of many players, so Vini, they have Rafinha. So,
but I'm saying name a baby Sanka.
No, he would be a big like a team anymore. But once a team no, Susum no, yes, Vini Bobo one. But say, for example, yeah, I didn't see a Bobo one. Born could dimesi wa. So how team no spirit and a crowd in your beer any team that Brazil is lacking that spiritual leader. Okay. And their spiritual leader in terms of who could carry the team. So Jibona no beer at Jisu hey sharing the team no or no no. And the good news is that was at here training. Possible say ABA our last game now or better bench. Na our woman and safe up based on the reports and feel but so far they are taking them.
All right. Quick one, yeah, Cote d'Ivoire and Germany and then you quick one I mean cause Ubed so enche yebe kola no so na yakwa kodi enkomo ye de ni esobeche the United States of America na Black Stars camp ye de ekoso eso wo ho no yakohwe de ekoso e wo ho ode eduru ana mayesa announcement no Zach quick one Cote d'Ivoire Germany is this our game the and Cote d'Ivoire no okay oh then said that announcement be hu bia sa
because it's a did on not announcement na starting calculations do la.
Oh, but Thursday was a good day for you. You're not honorable appear stadium I say.
Oh yeah.
Nipa ya there. Osaye appear. Oyerepa sports team. Me general team ni nyina name as head of sports near Dawase. And it looks like enye baby fa kono de ni chiro. Afi mu nkwam se apia won che cars kura man ko fo wache be 9 enko fo so wo mo musika so mo fan start business nti apia baby a wo biam ni so for sports ni agro de yebetimi aka ne se enye ni panyina na nyankopon mo bi kakra bi a ezakito mutimi pone kitikiti bi se osoje na fa ko sha abrabo ase so temi chance nti nya de obeye man no ba recently wo hwenwoma apia stadium ya ese ebona baso pa onobo apia stadium mama haba apia stadium kana say watchman na kase nti apia ya da pa. All right, is that Cote d'Ivoire Germany quick one amen ko say obed so enche ye be call line so na yakodidi enkomo kakra
Jibo, the
Zakito
good news is that unse report eba say na Canada phone air stop Al Wahil of Ivory Coast money enwura Canada no but omama na wurem so unlike ye na ye kokun to kwa omanti ase no after earlier denial no finally omati ase ama the 23-year-old ewura Canada and the obesi akani bi edi etia oman from Germany. And it's good news for Ivory Coast because first game he started and we are here and say still and he will start. But there will be changes. This is the first game, Amad Diallo started from the bench. But the reports are yet to say he may start today alongside Wahil Ewo any monomo. My problem with the Ivorian national team also a problem with selection. First game now. They had issue with selection. Still now, he wants to play for Fana. And Kessie, Mumford as a Mumford too. Also, with Kessie for Fana in the middle. No about offense and Turi. That boy no winger now Offenham no. He started him on board Diomandi. Jibo. Then Nicolas Pepe and Al Wahil. The reports I ever said. There will not be changes apart from say Nicolas Pepe film Amadialo mum abebo sa ro no nto be maintain shape no no bibia na all the no ka ba show Jibo bebre fi say omo team no maford no o obi ti say Unao Ulau, that young guy, young talented boy, any Sangari or and them they think say nka a Branton offensive for Fana day. Yes, our experience, but Nanka Fofana should have at least make way for Ulai. Say on start game and say one of Ulai or Sangari. Meanwhile, coach still want to start with offensive Fofana was Sangari or Ulai our team in the move. But still I call for Fofana because I'm not saying maybe because of how what set up team. No, so tackle. Born or Bono. More of 2 center midfielders play. And about 4 attackers.
Kessine Fofana.
Maybe the idea is that Ulai will not be physical, but Kessie and Fofana will be physical. No, monasty. Send me allow. I'm a 4 attackers. No attack as RTN. For Germany, yes, against Curaçao, they scored 7. And so again, they said, Jibo, Ebia, yes, Curaçao, and Shada, and my performance. No, but Jibo. Wow, share game Mubiano. Boy, not Curaçao boy, no. And then that chance is now create, if Germany unsolved problem now, Ivory Coast will punish them. Because that day in Curaçao only consider the goal because they are poor in defending. The advocate. And their mindset in how he wants football to play. And the Ambo Curaçao on that day. But born and some of the chances that create day.
Okay.
Against Ivory Coast, Jibo, almost have chances now. They will punish you.
It's one
recently, Jibo share Ivory Coast against Korea 4-0 and Chebia. Aqua Scotland 1-0. Aqua France 2-1. Then beating Ecuador 1-0. So if you look at Ivory Coast recent games against the so-called big guys, national teams now. Or Manchester one of those countries now, if they get their things right, now one can say more. Me no imagine baby a Morocco no. Ivory Coast say they can go very far at this World Cup. Jibo, Ivory Coast will not lose this game. More of a 1-1, 2-2 game be. It was a game never because.
But I say Al Hassan Said Kofiza Kito say Obed.
Yeah.
Mami intiwe. Yanko.
Ancelotti Jume Binra and Ameniji. That's a mark of a team about tournaments in any other. Though you can talk about the opponents being hate, but the first major change in Ancelotti here was the introduction of Cunha for Argo Thiago. Now Jibo Cunha been 2 goals at my Brazil team, and that should tell you that opinionable first game we know the derby. I need to work on my team and make changes. Send you bet me a and when I make Spain, they lose to first game in 2010 to Switzerland. The next match, David Silva back on bench, Iniesta on bench, Jesus Navas and Fernando Torres bebem, and they won their next game. Argentina, Spain after Switzerland, Honduras. Though opponent no form there, but we are talking about the changes now coaching here. The next game, Argentina after losing to Saudi Arabia, Jibo. In the next game against Mexico, coaching here 2 changes. I want to set up Scaloni here 2 changes. Eventually, Argentina will coach Mexico by 2-0. And Tijibo, so we team common dia. It points to one thing. And you could be baby Falcon. Baby, idea could run a set. So your national team now starting first game. Now say your man farm wow. You need to go back to the drawing board. Look at what went wrong and look at the best way to fix it.
Oh, but my call United States of America.
Wonderful.
Na yin kudin komo on the time difference no.
Yeah.
Nti one trainer where nya obi a yin no say oma says ko nipa no wada kra no. Na yin kudin komo emfa Black Stars team no ho. Na ye ni ya yenua anyway nana Kwame Kese. What Kwame Kese?
Yeah. Back in the days was
yes, Kwame Kese, GBC, Kwame Yejuma wo you station and there wo baby ana Kwame me referee station the Kamisa station Awanga Junction there no.
Press radio.
Aha, ansa no di nani Angel FM na ene na wo ho na echi. ordinary United States of America. But Okudu hono na ensentro adwuma no ye but say no. Say kwam say wonya ne te say kane no.
Oh, the binye gidi ma ya. So they need the infield title mo always a soldier.
Okay. Okay. Kwame anope ye be mo akwa ba ye da wase say ye frɛ so looking at the time currently ewo America waji atum say oni ebedi nkomo ewo Oyerepa 100.7 live on your TV Oyerepa TV. So far America to say Blasters omoko Canada omoba ye no say na team no when opportunity a wokɔ on say na ahokeka ne sitie after that victory ayenya over Panama.
Sky good that was no match here with Funyani Omobunsho or party ni or radio. Zero diga kan said the humanity money want you the crown and I was so sorry. No opportunity a couple blasters come anywhere area na me wo mobile na call base in preno. O share ahokeka a work camp hono mo ani o share players no before me ko Canada no and say I'm African na buy now it means say kakra abem enya dia by you between who play and say omuni na da bi omo no bata na say be ja omo so na mo ma otimi ba ko bi am break kakra na me video mo nkomo tinwa wi am ko no be say be yenye koma fibe no mi ho ekono I say, who plays me now or the now teaching come on Mondia. There's a more confidence level. I was so far. I'm a better Canada, no, in Kaka and me call, and then now just me call. Oshe, the two worker and share Branty, Brendan Asante on and Transamen now or more 18 combo. The first say, or more any city, and I mean, General Mukaka, within no chance for Mikaka, Kayan, so okay, Incha. Ushe angeka ewo ho no ni ade ade amko eba ni phone come media it says there's a huge difference and clearly within the confidence level of the Black Stars and was sure and come ka come bi you know say omuti bi was so pa say opponent bi on your baby ano Black Stars they didn't could not copa and can was so more compared to what I saw the day before free US Canada striker.
Okay, ahead of your game on Tuesday against England, may I sure say every single Ghanaian, including Ghanaians, are more USA. Group Ayakotumno, you bet I say the most difficult game at Ghana, Bababo. A group name Tuesday, Boston. Kwame victory in Panama. Ediana. Ede my towards a game I against England on Tuesday, especially with players no Ghana for when your opportunity share more US and Comodio more differ Black Stars team no. Ede confidence no mania towards an England game no.
Confidence of mine is the decline Ghana team have 3 maximum points against Panama over Toronto. Nano, I know air confidence because here, striker, so we play me at the shed. They began a four checker anyway. Yeah, you need be national. You tell us, tell from an orchestra with you at the Nicosi charge. And if you are minister now at a do, be a pizza, and him I not take it. You say, I buy so the ticket back. When I hear now, checker, Opia, Obiqua only interest or soccer money in the way doing it. Then a man music a crabia to get me. I mean, I qualify for the group. Your money get there, and I found to talk enough for me. A view is Subia, and then come out, be able Uraha, a quirku, Bia, a buffini in our crown, Bia one Ghana, Bia one Ghana. Meaning, I said, a Bia, a Queen Ghana for France, we have 3 maximum points. You didn't say a Benada, and you are against the 3 Lions. You don't make me a free number. Strike a ball, you said, no meaning a deep ball, it's a do ball are very more scientific and no more than soccer na bono. And people can need the media, it's all general boys in media. And then, you know, I mean, the psychological thinking of players, you know, is very, very key. So, very, very important. And a big back could do that in Kojina so. The meaning with the being community now, didn't say a Jumano, it means for source in your man fair and to me to jar. Would the being community be a chose how can a black camp by no fans in India the Brena Casequin Biasono, or move to be my pack, the Ghana Black Stars, waiting the pedi at the camp in Sana at the against England, obedience the 3 lines of England, soccer nation, the Boka, Ocean and Bolo, Moboya, but Black Stars and what they just say, the new Baku University team, and then get me a hygiene, regardless of who the opponent is going to be on my day. So, in Paya, body did in Kobo, we are saying, we know, we call her in the agent coach. So, in Ghana, 40 billion and said, 2 points, and especially second half, the Kwan Ghana for ball now. It may transform it half first, second half into the 90th minute, I say 80 minutes, Ghana, to be able to see against England on Tuesday. And come on, Ghana for Abiana.
Thomas Partey. One more first game against Panama. We were team the camp. When who players no. Me sure say they are party so we no. Based on how the English press akasa dia fa Thomas Partey ho. And they game aye born on Tuesday. Me sure say a free china ekono. E best start Thomas Partey. Kwame, say na who Thomas Partey will come.
Well, many parties, a matter of fact, my phone can no videos near there. We call training grounds all Rhode Island. But one of the days, they stayed after the year. You know, they know Massachusetts, no more Rhode Island. And they call before and then on Monday to a call Canada. Now, but I'm psychologist. But the only party say you own now. Or not because it be beyond anymore. It can only take a psychology to determine, say, if their party is going through some situation. Or to send normal players here, to be good in Tinka Casa. But me, only boys, he can kind of, as I grow, unless a psychologist could determine. But they're not too much. I mean, who say, or who say, be or calling a mini, or Mokoba, you know, and I mean, say that in whom they be a crown of us, and I hope you can see any other camp. Now, you talk to you, it be a private. It means me and none of the war as it is so. But I can say, who said them who different degree, but the psychologist will be able to tell you, though you see him like that, you know, and he's going through what he's going through this or that. Meaning, party, my women pictures, me videos, me and day, or Kono or Bano, me, have grown in the boy. Maintaining an answer, a choir, a bit me have banner to go through the Dimpona, or bit me, said the free more to come back. We need party better. Guru, he's part of the Black Stars. He's an experienced player. It being keke, it do a bit, it be Eugene, even 10-15 minutes corner, he can make a difference in the midfield. And see, many short apart that, and see, media, no, any international media, sometimes, and media is all over, especially the English media. Me, no, TV faces want being interviewed, and say, be alone, or social media, they want to start the conversation. But you cannot explain to me entertain it will be bingo. But the military idea I affect the party with grace. I said it needs to ever hard drain. I'm not sure. And again, I want to emphasize on saying the psychologist. But clearly from what I've seen around party or camp or here, or when looking like the BPN, the confidence is there, you know, the you know, they are around, you know, when you play it in Kakana when you extremely say, or you're okay. Say the Juma Hoyer, the Juma, any ball, a Juma Hoyer, the Juma, any intention, none of us, or Alcotana, the juice station, or yeah, Juma have for many years away. Also, I'm a perfume, but I would so still, you have to go for the people. And I'm sure, the party say 3 points now, there's no turning point. You got to man it up and make sure that he's part of the team, not the team beyond, and vampire one time the sheets like that.
Okay. Kwame, yada si bebre na ye no take it once and sem aban no a promise say Ghana for amwo USA Canada de yakobo ba ko a ye wi wo ho o ma allocate tickets o mo de be mama na mo de akọ support Black Stars minim say when it comes to the Ghanaian community in US who play a key role ewo mu pie pa enya asem ketwa. Take it one says manya take it amode go support Black Stars against England because that game ni dey nya pa.
Yo, so me dance pa ni dey we bisa me na and so share the Facebook page ko ma e post bi o. You move bi me na o. Saka me tie me yo obi adwuma me nya Ghana ba adwuma. Sebi. Na ya na ni bi o ha yen se no. Ni after His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, I can't take it in one sem or ni kasa di mo. You know, you're not. Put it to pay. You say I buy to the ticket banana. Na take it away. Let the pin na my son know the way. Then me screenshot me phone me and so on anyone. Then sounds on no one. Oh, obia ni because I say I buy to the ticket. I buy to the in the New Ghana embassy. If Dr. Smith, any embassy for the Eugene. Oh, now Eugene and here. Electronic regarding media, soccer, and stuff like that. People feel they have answers for them. Take it to the MI. Many states are from New York City, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Maine. Asat and Machina Mufre above 5 o'clock or mean take it in one sense. Oh, I'm a bear attack on some of us. As a ticket back, I know they are quite an ticket so anything. So after the issue of stated to say the embassy needs here and I'm Ministry of Youth Responsibility, they should come clear. They should come clear. Oh, now so we'll train 24 hours in a building ticket. What is the strategy? Or if we Kansas City, or if we Chicago, or if we mention the state, or but other game or Boston, you tickets here. I also a flight arrangement. I also a accommodation. Now, obeying now, you want to make sure to take it number. A pound person you to take it now. You're going to state by state and other thing. How are you going to do all this? Oh, again, I so entangled. Oh, you're not in now. But you are taking it in one. You're not say. Yes, I mind. What is the strategy to wait for 24 hours before you come out with a ticket? Oh, if you're the man Boston for and I the man Worcester for and the man Connecticut for. How about other Ghanaians in PROMOTIONAL? Oh, it is a continue franchising for four. No big deliberate the shelter and a ticket about. In the embassy, they should come out. Oh, if you, yes, president, I take it to the MI, so that I can confidently tell you. What do you say in Masima America? You know,
yeah.
On the same do I am a quack, America, 50 something states. Taking that government, the ministry, the by themselves, they're going to reach out to community leaders and all that. The game is going to be played in my state, here, Massachusetts. I'm a Bebono. But I can tell you, and now, many MDC chairman of this state, Kasai, is not even aware. Only take it there. The people are attacking him. They will not take it. I will be taking the number. But I can tell you, these are our friends. Only Myanmar, or more community, apart from more political affiliation, will be in a take it there. The other say, I don't know. Must be in the Cassia. Many of us say, Minister, oh, Coma. You are confident. I know. I'm also informed. I'm not sure. Even the president might be on his way coming towards the gate. If it's a ministry need here, they should relate that to the embassy here. Mr. Dr. Smith, they need to come very clear. I say, Ghana would be able to keep the deal on one ticket out the Akoto. Ghana for a war. People are looking for tickets. So I'm the talk right now. That's what the better organized ticket in my area. Then some of us become targets. The idea was I New England, and a while. States a way of more share in the New England. So that should tell you that the English population is massive. The Boston Stadium, I'm sure, that for correction, takes about 45,000 people. That was our stadium one more. If you were a hint and young in Ghana for it is supporting Echo. Football has become so scientific in American ones, and the rare appearance of support in the crowd. Both to the economy, in never share English in and men in Amasa, I'm feeling Amaba. And then we go back, they are ready, they're not sleeping. Where is it? Take it anyway. So, whatever, like I said, as far as I'm concerned, they are many say we make it take it in the ground machine there. Meaning, I buy ticket, or be a ticket, you could run a for the game to carry eto.
Kwame me sure say wedding home komo and now no pay game no a few days away no panyifo betu ho anamon ya so ebedidi ho nkomo ewa ha na akwakoto empanyifo ewa aban mu na omahwekwan ombefa so ama Ghana for US ticket no makohwe Ghana ni England because Canada na hosu problem pa na enye problem ketwa course aye kra yete Ghana ha ai buy so se kwan omofa so che ticket no modwene ho a omo entiase ni nyina no me sure se aban mu mpanyifo betu ho anamon animanim ya ansa na brada na dru ame ne eye England de esie ni ti anopai kwa me ye na wase na yenya wonsia enim se o kodwodwo ho kakra na eye de ya yebedi nkomo ansa na brada game no adru. All right. Kwame Kese na yete nka from the United States of America. Yene no edi nkomo about Black Stars team no ne nyoma hodo a fa a gamer yene England ebebo ni Tuesday. Obed. Yeah. Yento aso.
Interesting. Ya ba na ya hwe
msi ticket ne ay problem ho pa. Ghana for ni hu ba bia ticket ne wo.
Na ticket ne wo.
Enura say and the squatting efreme onso no Tiben Philadelphia. Nti obeso okohwe Ghana ne eye crucial game ni bi. But as at nay onim ba bia ticket no.
Ticket ne ni baby.
Okokra ne ye che na wanya bi onim se ne ya che na wanya. E wo henfa.
No baby girls.
Baby girls be. They are saying okay.
Oh yeah.
Baby girls.
Oh, baby girls no.
Na America the baby girls no.
There be your baby girls.
One minute they are my baby girls no.
Depending on they are my baby girls.
Eh obedi asena okay.
Oh. Na Canada in the sea or Canada.
Oh, Canada one say
I'm so much
yeah, my baby girls.
Which
yeah, Gucci.
I say omo e buy no ticket e the mom ko na am say 30 something e the mom. They aka no. Omo wa na chiche ma omo hu ni baby girls na yin no mu a ko stadium mo. Ntu de mo a kacha mo say obi an ko pen ticket. No mo an ko pe mo ade. But we mo the person say there's a ticket that we are going to share to you to go and support the Black Stars.
No obi dia chire na.
No so no mo ko chema mo an kasa mo ko for baby girls na. O say wa na as no. Nti problem there baby girls and there.
Ba so mo nyina so ye Ghana for. Ti ye che ticket dia. Ghana ni bi obenya ticket bia no. E Ghana ni.
So be chire mu yi o. Enye baby girls say Ghana ni baby girls o. You import and export baby girls all around.
Import and export
baby girls.
Na say import de your mom dada. And export in your mo edo maba.
To better.
Di ho am na de am import for na
export biko. Oh. The export biko. And na omo call ye no. Omo US branch no makwa akusi omo so. Ti oho na ye share tickets nefa. So we na luxury and fanfare for most penny for anybody. Tell me maka no nse me masa me kan me kan se ne tie ba mo se ne me fa so kan nti na me nya asem me ma bibiri no obetu kon no nko abetu kwan obi a ode ne ho kakra bia ni ho a obetu kwan for World Cup yo no nko abekọ obeye import e de akọ so atiase nti no sa no wo kosa na baby girl no de stadium nti ticket no no de be ma no despite the fact that o skakro beto o ni sko beto o de be ma no nti I think the man de munya botre mumma jamashie no stadium na bontin ni mummia eno ana mo be jamashie wa
monko park ni so
o say so beto say so to ana be ma jamashie no aye mo wa bontin se Canada yenya yi ni bi hwehwe ya abontin ko ya ni muchi abontin e muchi because ebu okra na obi wo ha o ye innocent Ghana ni ba bi so no bi watena e bia US aye adwuma te se Ghana e ba no wa baby e bi ontimi ko stadium ni inside oye Ghana ni e bia so ka kwa kasa ka fante kasa o te o kasa na no afo adamfo nti ya na fan park no kremu ti gibo me kwa kranka wona megina mo
Town stadium
no abonten no ya ni o ma wo abonten pa itini nyina wo abonten na de mo
ase yentimi fatikis se o mampanyina ba abonten na wabe announcement se Ghana for wo Canada USA ene me ya hodo a yebo World Cup games a Ghana betia kubu games wo no ya allocate tickets e de am make say Canada the Ghana High Commission for Canada the press release by Bontin say wa ohia ticket ni bibia na send an email e de na eba ansa no modu afa process no mama ticket ni bi oh but say obedo bi obenya bibia Ghana no Ghana ni
was anya ne saa amafo bi bisa sɛ ɛfa he amafo bi bisa sɛ ɛfa nti yɛbɛbiem sɛ monyɛ so ate nti protocol sam ne bɛbɛm nti yɛba ne saa na saa ne bɛyɛ nti I think that we must all understand say
Ibrahim Orlando was it is the baby was it the baby girls not Ghanaians
in cancer so ate about senka born ye ko ba president ticket our Chinese so person place ni through park no so a wo munya heat from the stands enye say wa hofa hofefo no nko a hofefo no mo ka game no but ye pe mema cause Canada guy be no Porcupine tertiary omo organize omo ho Canada no mo si jama o Blasters hotel menti a menya e bi kura nya ticket ni bi omo spend your time team ni be duru e di jama ma omo welcome ni bi kura nya ticket ni bi anko nti yen kan se emi allocate maybe my baby girls na Ghana for so ate ba ni yen hwese ye o meme bi wo ha ono no ba wo ba no wa kura na chi e no de be hebo no hit nko a bo hit 90 minutes ni hia sa mema ni bi o stadium o e di attack team na chi because supporters union for na nke etam free ha ma o makon na ye se adwuma na no mokoye aprigu chakapa ma mo one man supporter mo group na ye ka so mo nyina nkambum na ba impe ticket mo no mo mfa nkon na eye momeni dede
so finally first badge number 91 first badge number 1 na second badge na ko china
supporters no
omo bunya
91 first badge between there na second badge
nti about first game and say omo nya US
no munya
okay
nti omo nya first badge number 1 na second badge na ko china
okay
enwa na nya be 181 nti omo no mo kwa jibo omo kwa bo ne bi omo nhwo omo di dede na the team na chi because US for jibo omo nye neutrals omo ko duru a omo no omo ko transin bi no ma edi no apon ba bi atra so basketball ni adena into all Americans now sometimes they are amazed by the kind of atmosphere football creates because they are not used to that also omo they are luxury relaxation fun entertainment yeah they near kwa yeah the heat na ekwo nti say heat ni say baby girls na dey mo de omo tutu kwan ni bia fine makwa kwehiesie bi so ho ye ni problem mo de mo bi ba mo ma mrante na obi yi ni shirt nso tokro yi ni shirt agu ni kon no awevu na bo say di ahim no mo so ticket ni bi so ati ase mo ticket ni bi obi atam akasa bon ken nti yen hwese ne enioma ne tenti dibo sa pepepe nti yen hwese move for the enioma ebe sesa na yetimi adi nkomoni ya
obe say na we dey yetiasifia no yentiasifi na yemrefi yenhwe Blasters akwantu na ne yeah Netherlands
shift now I think that na request ni bi ba pa man for interest or
something yeah and mehwe o na ese ba so Netherlands Sweden they say a top game
pa
top mami nwi na menhwe fixtures mami hwe de mami nya akode mami say enima na mami nya akuso tie program no
PM goes Netherlands Sweden
mami nya akuso ma fan hye ma fa hye
Netherlands Sweden there is a tough game
mami hwe ene ye ene date say
because ene mehu Cote d'Ivoire ne
ene 20th
mehu Cote d'Ivoire
okay so 20th there be eseba abro no ma Netherlands Sweden is 5 p.m. and as I give the baso a big game amnyako a very big nti ese ohena oyenwoma ti e de obeye why and so say
Cote d'Ivoire
ne Germany and so ewo ho na iwia ye de ani bekire nsuta ze yi kese ewo heaven showers o ma meda fom nti ye nyina no ye botwi ni akọ acho uwi akọfa black na bedi machi ni enko na wa hye ho bone akiri din yemba Blasters nkomo no ze bedi akọpem brada
of course
before ansan ye ni England game no abo ye se wo fa ba bia enam te so ni agima badu di ho komo Jordan say adane ko pate ye maintain ye team na de ball against Panama na against England and I said Thomas Partey awenya visa ankobo game ni bi no ye bo against England on maya wabobo so players iso mo bododo na ono mo si akan e wo Premier League bu okra no no mo team obi ti se Bukayo Saka obi ti se Declan Rice and they were so instrumental when it comes to England national team wo mo midfield no nipa bebre na say Thomas Partey amo your first game fine ya she but England there yemfa Thomas Partey enyina sa game no more and I on share say my against England minim said there also beka e dey afasa asem
you be am so am time ka Senegal for no issues na enyo na Senegal for no you know anon emfape but you see eno any adima bedu kasa no all these two players eba ankomo no because for now no Benjamin Asare had 3 saves of Ghana first game your boy against Panama in the second half 45 minutes 3 saves so indirectly you cannot raise a lot of objections because Satizeginiwa one akoboni din so mba meda po with the exception of Benjamin Asare nke honey okay your back line no there's no other option nobody is calling for Baba Rahman to come and replace Gideon Mensah Jerome Poku and Eyeni Jordan Sajeti together with Marvin Senaya. Nobody is calling for changes. Elisha Usu, people were convinced when they start. And those Sibo Subemu able stabilize the game. No, but even if it's Elisha is starting, no problem. Now maybe a question mark na bani a caliber in Chihono. Basically, he was one of the best players in Ghana game against Panama. The position Obono, duties of the position, Dibo one like Bakokra. And now I catch be said the decision from the coach. So Caleb Renchi picking a yellow card in the first half. But on maintaining 90 minutes should tell you that coach no player back who GD on more Caleb Renchi. Because Brazil and Morocco. First half no berry and players are yellow card in Ancelotti Yomufri. Portugal and DR Congo. Bernardo Silva the yellow card. And bana coach in a free. Who's a coaches need to take his precaution or tournament to a even for advanced player crowd boy him who the yellow card normally second half no be near you free or my own baby but Renchi picked the yellow card coach need maintaining the 90 minutes and after that his yellow card almost all his tackles was close to perfect into your boy and or your Jumani joining the attack spot on recovery to keep the middle line intact. Dibo, it was close to perfect. Ojinani more the next moment was actually work rate, energy level, stamina, key passes, decision making. The boy was super. Oh yeah, Jumani Magana pa. Then, baby, your problems they starting in me. Kamara Din Sulemana, no this also started. Either we play him on the wings or we keep him on the bench. When you player, SS will be number 10. So the inclusion of Partey, this is what people must understand. You bought a 3-man midfield. And a 3-man midfield, 2, na position back when you. And that was baby a day. Kamara Dean boy. Inti, the return of Partey is possible because midfield me and Sano, baby or what. Rebecca said, okay, why don't you introduce an attacking minded player like Antoine Semenyo? So I'm number 10. But that is where you go and analyze your opponents. So why England midfield trainer? If you want to match them, we should not create any room for an attacker. Without the ball or contribute less for the team. Because a Panama Mpo, any decided to best back for them to take the game to England. They say a shot shop no entirely. So we need players without the ball. They are running. The moment the team will get the ball, you put passes to the right positions. They take Kamara Dine and then you say you number 10. Into Kaya. Now they call capacity when I can say. Double pivot with Partey as your number 10. Because England fear factor they ball was Rocha and Panama. That is why you need a controller, and somebody to absorb the pressure so that the team will not be shaking. We have a controller. No one saying you'll be absorb pressure because England for no, the aura and ambience around them, it can force players to make silly mistakes, unforced errors, and preparables and that boys will be generous to know about to action because Declan Rice may be our banner. Who know they ban about to action. That is psychological, and it happens to most of these African teams when they are playing against the A-class teams in the World Cup, and the World Championship. Who no toy so. Morocco to me go toe to toe with Brazil. But I was a Brazil when you Brazil na Ronaldo, Ronaldinho no. We play say I go Thiago Nigina Brazil anymore. So unsurusa obetimi na bo. But this is England coming in with Declan Rice, coming in with Jude Bellingham. To our midfield three must be compact. Until Partey comes back.
And no more question. Challenges are all facing away England. Obet me a dream fine. So problems when you know bet me the atun chain because England cry dini keke krana. But everybody who can bet me abo.
Matter what I say. But
Kofo we ne show me no. Kofo we ne gu mani ma say.
And same pinyan kofo ne gu ani ma say. Eh enoma na abantia. Na omomra na so. Ene ya atwi. Nyame tiase. Ebi ana wo ye koye nim no. Na senya wo kasa wonya boni bia na nyame ayi wafiri. Na no kure na ba be da di se wonya boni bia emai wa ne bi omo angasa tiase e no mo de match ne ma wo. Ana ase bi kura match ne mpo wa mfa. Nyame be kire. But you see the anim ne say go and win. And I think Partey have the psychological capacity from a distance. I want to believe he has the psychological capacity to sustain the pressure, to sustain the negative headlines, and come to the field and deliver. I think he has been through it all. On the Partey same way before Sebeba on team. No investigations
yeah,
which he was aware. Among folk were blaming Arsenal. Say Arsenal, they were aware. Sena Partey semi-equals, but he was still playing in England, knowing that at any particular point in time, his freedom is at stake. But I say no deliver my Arsenal. And I don't think so. Bet me any issues with Ghana. Partey could bet me a catch Ghana and penny for say based on where I stayed. When you been free World Cup, but Partey and Kasa, he stayed and he's now in the team. So once you are around, when the duty calls, you must deliver. Maybe I made 4-3. I am looking at Partey, Caleb Rinchi, Elisha Uso Kwesisibo as a midfield, mechanical midfield, chasing the ball all over. And when he nya ball, no quick transition, yet me move ball. Then
Mamintie Zaki to so adwene Partey Eddie no. Kobi
Jibo
Thomas Partey
say you bet me a cycle na in good condition now. You hear against England. Against England, Jibu, I will say you bought 3 central midfielders. 1, Elisha Yerenchi and Thomas Partey. And he said you bought Yerenchi, Elisha, and Thomas Partey. The channel said you been 2 workaholic midfielders. Omo ben Thomas Partey. Ya midfielders na ya record tournament you know. Unse am say World Cup Ghana the national team Jibo. Ya dey lose number of midfielders ko e. Say the 4 pen ko e. Ye ni midfielders e tournament you. Na the omo America sisi an. Omo nya nipa ba ko a oye comfortable passing the ball Thomas Partey. Now me who a boss midfielder is. Inti Yerenchi, a very talented midfielder. Oba attracted a lot of big clubs. But Yerenchi is a box to box midfielder. Ne no. Yenje yenko yembra anti oba bobo ni ye wie no. Sa midfielders no. Unwo omo say Jibo omo bo defense splitting passes. They carry the ball. Also, omo ball carriers. So obe carry ball no de akọ. Obe kọ no waba. Na oye adwuma ni nyina. Eti sana omono jibu omotie eti Caleb Rienchi against England yehia obia because we are going to defend against England. Then we rely on our quick wingers. So we are in transition, we punish England with transitions. And Tiabenia a more further after you defend the Niaji born, young baby. That is the honest truth. I'm gonna 30% of the
Obianim the qualities of Thomas Partey. Senya sem na tuna. Ebe din se ebe discuss Partey so on start and asem on start. But ehwe asem na to no na obo against omanya ehwo so na asem na to no na adwene mu se wo na ye Thomas Partey na wo go through problem we ya
me pese me bo asi match bia if Partey wants a game to use it and shut those guys up munko trench ya how much I want Tuesday no se Partey will be bia me say so ball on mo work bia mumpa Tuesday he has to play his A game or we are don't cut as money bobium now say for money wu obuko mukro mu amun kasa bium it is a game that Partey himself is encouraging or she no crying say asem no eye no kuro say enya no kuro san krofo wey ana mo pa ma hwe ase san krofo wey ana mo pese mo gu menum ase now if there is an opportunity for me to shut them up okay say we start here now mo start here now and they are thinking about no handshake na den and handshake na den handshake na den na jibu say on chia Thomas Partey so but you know me but I don't want to believe say those stories me see Partey so obi following biano knows I've not been a big fan of Partey with the Black Stars national team and the enya dia obi follow you should be him I've not been a big fan of him or national team but if there is one moment that I am praying I'm a big fan of Partey say me bo humpa ya man say onye day a dibo a Tuesday game no enti we as Ghanaians there dibo unin say the entia make us say munya ne say born against Panama no dibo see nipa a very efficient party in our team against England na born ye ho ba chire papa born ye ho ba chire papa against England we need obia dibo in a very tight situation no obetimi akamo the nerves with the calmness Partey will give us that Elisha and Eugene will not give us that we need obia in a very tight situation possession in kakana ebenya no obetimi allocate semenyo obetimi allocate say kama Fatawu say Niamo obetimi allocate omo with one defense split person it is me I want to believe say the technical team the Black Stars management committee if ombese gidi say ombese gitum say omu adwuma no mu deserve appearance fees kana omo jeje na so we management committee a wodwumani you have to call Partey tell Partey man show any matches obo this is self-inflicted psych yourself up way your match against those who want to bring you down so go and prove them wrong we like say bebre o management committee for ne GM for no and you not talk on can say to side Partey up just tell him to Partey go and psych yourself jibo say TSA pa na me unse kobra na ompe ma asem na me opportunity say me ball to forma jibo me really work ra enti eno abi ni Partey
okay
he should go there psych himself up and I think say our sound minder jibo we need him in this game because Sabon no yenye bi mo bebre enti we need obia obet ma look at our players with the few possession na ibenya no and I think say we a Partey match and Ghanaians in no we should pray and hope for Partey say obenya the day na why sound mind to be able to give his best.
Okay. Zach, but as a captain Bay, I'm say I think the coach should bring him in the second half, Zach. But he can do anything extra, but he can only do his best. I'm and also the way Abesosono.
And Jimmy Collins in Casano, Ubia say a sound party should be in the starting lineup. And I want to associate myself with the Omokano. Because looking at Yen midfielders where they call, you know. Now here in Panama, no. When they go and get staff, you know, that player now will be cooling down the tempo and making sure say will be slow down that speed that in the person, the person more than enfano. That party no be team here, but a party or sound, a party or focus, a party or the form.